Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live on a terrific Tuesday night, and I hope you're feeling the heat. We got a little bit of spring breaking from NXT tonight. We're going to get into all the action, all the reaction to everything that is wrestling here tonight. We're going to dive into it all. Me and that pretty face got you for the next couple hours. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and welcome to the Wrestling for Life Network. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. We are the channel that just covers more live wrestling than anybody else out there. And tonight will be no different as we jump into NXT Spring Breakin' Night 2. Lots happening in the wrestling world, coming off the heels of the draft. Some NXT talent, both drafted on TV and off TV. But so much to get into, so much to talk about. A busy week as we head towards WWE Backlash. But welcome. Get in that chat. Say hello. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Click all those buttons. Follow us on all the socials. And if you're feeling, froggy and generous, go get yourself some merch. But, folks, it's going to be a fun one. And I will remind you, I am every night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube.
That is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I am Big Nick, and of course, they waited to draft Dijak right after they went off air.
Right after. The first thing I thought of was you, my friend.
Denied me my Dijakinator.
Right, but Dijak going to Raw.
Yeah, well, do we want to talk about the supplemental picks? Because there's one that I'm surprised that you couldn't find room for Cameron Grimes, but this guy is still there.
You're going to bring up Odyssey.
Odyssey, going back to, staying on Monday Night Raw, who has he had a match in 2024? 2023?
2023? No, 2022, no?
I was going to say, I don't think he's had a match in a year plus.
It's been a hot minute. I don't know what he's doing, where he is, why he's not doing anything wrestling related. And I did find it kind of ironic that he was in the draft.
Yeah, he's like the new Veer.
The new Veer. We need a Veer replacement.
They got rid of Veer, so they got, Odyssey Jones doing his gimmick. He's showing up on Raw at some point. We don't know when.
We don't know when.
Natalia also went to Raw. Katana Chance and Kane Carter went to Raw. Apollo Crews went to SmackDown. Tegan Knox went to SmackDown. Weird. What's up?
That's another kind of surprising pick. We hadn't seen or heard much of Apollo Crews in quite a while. He went down to NXT. Nothing really came of it. And here he is.
Right. And Vinci went to SmackDown.
Vinci going to SmackDown surprised me a little. I think a lot of us assumed he was going to go to NXT, but we'll see. I mean, I don't know where he fits in SmackDown, what they see for him, but I guess we'll find out.
They're going to go give him a singles run. I think they're going to go bring back the, Giovanni Vinci, all of that, the model type gimmick and everything. That man looked getting swole in that picture that they used. But is it interesting to you that pretty much everybody that they sent down, whether it be the OC, whether it be Fallen Prey, again, Final Testament, Natalia, etc., that they've pretty much turned around and pulled them right back up?
Not super surprised, because I mean, I don't mind. Imagine, in the idea that, okay, we don't have anything really going on for you right now, but we will. We're not in a position that it's somebody we want to release, but at the same time, we don't want to keep you doing nothing. So they do a little stint in NXT, get them busy, help get some young talent over, and now they're back into the mix. So again, is that going to stop them from returning to NXT and doing stuff? Maybe not. So
that was going to be my next question: is do you see anybody going down now?
I think so. I think we'll get some surprises. I mean, Spring Breakin' Night 2 might bring some surprises tonight. But coming out of Spring Breakin', where do you go from here? What do you do heading into the summer months for NXT to keep it kind of fun and exciting? Yeah, I think it's possible, highly possible.
Right. Do we want to get to the chat or do we want to talk about scripts?
We can talk about scripts.
Have you seen the news? Have you heard the news?
I heard part of the news, yes.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, so Reggie Scripps, a good old OTM there, his contract is up, I believe, June 1st, allegedly, and is already kind of putting it out there that he's packing his bags and ready to take dates, past that.
Yeah.
So.
Funny, a little preempted, but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Reggie's Reggie. I'm sure he's, I mean, again, maybe he goes on the indies and finds some traction. I don't know what to tell you. He hasn't got a whole lot going on in the WWE. So, again, it wouldn't surprise me if, they don't re-sign.
You know where I could see him going that we've covered a couple times, and I think even recently? House Glory.
Interesting.
Because I think they kind of have that little bit faster paced style and everything. They kind of go with that, the flip-de-doos and everything like that. Because I don't know where Reggie would fit in. Maybe goes to TNA. He can compete with George there, the Smollier versus Concierge. AW, I don't really know because I don't there's no real character, I feel, or whatever. We were and we're kind of sick of him with Out of the Mud. So where do you go with an AW with him?
Yeah, he's going to have to remodel himself, revamp himself, find some groove if he's going to continue in this line of work. I think he's got to come up with a little more of his own identity, more than just the Cirque du Soleil guy. Like, where, great, you can do some stuff, but if you're going to be a wrestler, what are we going to buy into outside of you do a lot of flippy stuff? So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, again, you never know, but it sounds like Reggie on his way out for sure.
Yeah, and I think respectfully, I mean, again, you never want to see somebody lose their job, but I mean, his contract's up. It's not like he's getting canned, but
no,
I don't see where he would fit in WWE right now. Like we said, if he kind of sticks out even like a sore thumb with Out of the Mud.
Yeah,
and they've got a manager now with Jada.
That's true, and she's better at it.
Right.
Real quickly going back. So these are the. Oh, no, that's not it. 1 second. I was going to bring up the.
You got it.
That was last night.
Yes.
I have a graphic. 1 second.
Okay.
I have a graphic with all the picks.
Man's got all the graphics, all the picks.
All the graphics. That's what I was looking for right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, welcome. Make sure you get in that chat. I see the numbers climbing. Get that chat full. We will get you momentarily. We got about 6.5 minutes to start time of the show, and a lot to talk about, a lot to get into. But yeah, I mean, there's the two drafts, Nick. I know you weren't feeling at least SmackDown's draft last night. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, a decent amount of movement, a decent amount of keeping your people. I know we all look for epic, but I mean, it was an okay draft. Little lackluster, but okay.
Well, and now that I've, had some food in me, I had my stickers, all that, I've calmed down a bit. But it's still even one of those we talked about, I think, last night of what big surprises could they have done, especially with like the champions, on hold. The draft pools, you've got to stay within that parameter. There wasn't going to be any gigantic titanic shifts. You're not going to see maybe we were thinking we could get like a Punk on SmackDown or a Drew on SmackDown or something like that. But those would have been few and far between, if any.
Yeah, and I think the challenging part became that they are kind of like Drew and Punk. We're not going to split them up right now. Sammy, Alpha Academy aren't going to get split up right now. So, I mean, there was some subtle changes. Like, I'm very curious what the Final Testament's going to look like on Raw, how they get utilized, if they get utilized. How will that turn out? I mean, Nia Jax moving over to SmackDown should be interesting. The couple NXT pickups, Tegan Nox goes to SmackDown. Again, another lady we haven't heard much from lately. So I know there's some a big contingent of fans out there for her. So we'll see.
Well, the NXT call-ups, I think, are going to be the biggest play out of here because, like, Ilya goes to Raw. Lyra surprisingly got called up. Your girl, Kiana James, got called up. So that's going to be an interesting how they fit into the fold. Like, we already saw Carmelo Hayes going at Cody Rhodes the night he got drafted.
Yeah, absolutely. And Carmelo gets that Good Friday night, the spotlight. I thought he did well. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, does DIY have something new up their sleeves moving over to Dynamite, moving over to SmackDown? Yeah, I mean, they drafted Shayna Baszler. Will she get a more prominent role? Will she get some love? I don't know, man. But again, a lot to be answered starting Monday, the Monday after Backlash.
Yes, that's when the rosters go official. And now, again, big question mark is going to be, do they hold to the draft? Because you, especially last year when they did this, it was all for naught. So that's
Quickly,
going to be
all
the
for
thing.
naught.
Right. So that's going to be the thing is, do they actually hold to it?
Yeah, again, I think I have a little more faith in Triple H, at least that if they are going to break the draft rules and the brand split, they're going to find reasons for it. They're going to come up with an excuse. So we saw it with, when Jay got brought over to Raw. Well, someone has to go to SmackDown. Bye-bye, KO. So those little details, right? Like that's what I'm hoping consists. I'm not saying people can't cross over. You're heading into a big show. Do you have a bit of a crossover that way of like, oh, everybody's going on every show? Or is it just a matter of fact of like, yeah, we got to make a trade or we sign somebody new? I anything they could add to move the rosters through the year would be good with me.
Yeah, well, and especially because they put such a focus on the GMs, on Pierce, on all this, that you feel like they've got to be involved in this. If somebody that's not supposed to be there does show up, we kind of see them get back to that even before the draft. That's why Heyman always had the visitors pass, all that. So,
but let's say hello to the people as we are just shy of a few minutes.
right.
Damian Heater, how you doing? How you doing, buddy? Collision rating 621. A lot of people rejoicing. This is a great number considering that Dynamite did 680 and NXT's consistently around 640, 650. So yeah, I mean, they got that National Basketball Association rub.
But if you look at the quarter, it's Android El Idolo.
Oh fuck yeah, no, it tailspinned, and that becomes the argument of like, great, but I would really be looking at the numbers from in-house as far as we had this many. Like people can say whatever. Oh well, we're not ready for 2 million, or we're just a young company. Fine, but you had X amount of people watching. You ended up with X amount of people watching. That's on you.
Yeah, and to think though that they were at 1.2300 above NXT, and now they're within like a 20K range. Oh, you've fallen back, and it's all due respect to NXT. I don't think it's them. They've not made dramatic shifts to climb ahead. It's you've gone down.
Yeah, you're lowering yourself to your competition, so to speak. So it's kind of funny. I know people want to debate this, and the tribes want to get at each other about who does what. But I mean, literally, AEW's flagship is now competing and has been competing with WWE's third brand. Like, it's not a good look, Tony.
But
See money, good to see ya. Loaded card. Really looking forward to Oba versus Ivar. Ivar should make Oba look like $1 million. I can't wait. I think it's going to be a good one. Richard, good to see you. Rocco, good to see you. Eric Davidson's in the house. Alexis back with us. Alexis was pointing out the Dijak situation right after we went off the air.
Exactly. Right after. Just we see you and Hatui.
Right. Chris, good to see you. Eric Tate, good to see you. Jake's back in the house. Scott, always looking sharp in that Wrestling for Life t-shirt. Scripps is all elite. There you go. Rocco, welcome back. Romanowski, 316. Welcome to the show. German Casada. All right.
Casita, Casada, Kazuchi Okada.
Gesundheit.
Hachi.
Russell Dominguez. Good to see you. Keyshawn, welcome back. Welcome back, sir. Robert Dinkins in the house. AEW Civil War begins tomorrow. Dun, dun, dun. We will be here live for it, folks, and we will find out, like, who is. Oh, you're going to start?
I had then.
I have then.
I have now.
I have now.
I have forever. Do I need to pause?
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. Well, that doesn't help me now.
No, it does not help you now. Shit is loading.
I have together. For those who don't know, KJ lives in Canada, and there's a very important hockey game, and it's also the NHL playoffs. So all of his stuff's been preempted.
Okay, you got to pause. I'm behind you.
Okay, let me know when you get into like spring break and when they're showing the beach chairs on the stage here.
Okay. Guys, yes, folks, NXT starting off, getting that chat. Say hello, be a friend. Let's see if we can get this chat to triple digits tonight. Yes, there's a Leaf game on. Yes, later on there's a Winnipeg game. Yes, a hockey is a brewing, but we got some wrestling on tap tonight. Feeling that beach scene, feeling that vibe, as now I'm getting the package for spring break-in saying last Tuesday, the family in the ring.
Gotcha. Yeah, let me know when
Tony
you get to like the
D
beach
with the
chairs.
win. Tony D with his arms in the air.
Baxter JP, what up? Hi.
Baxter, how's it going? How's it going?
Johnny Beans, what up?
Johnny Beans. Guys, it's cool. I'm here. There you go. There you go, folks. KJ and Nick, the way returns and brings in Theory with them again. I don't know. I kind of think Theory can pass that shit.
Do you have the beach chairs or not?
I have right now. I have a replay of the beach brawl.
Okay, so we'll try this again.
So Ruka with the cutter gets the win. Dun, dun, dun. There is Trick Williams entering the building. Ilya entering the building. All recapping last week as Nick and I try and sync up.
Let me know when you get the coast to coast, and then Ilya coming off the top for the H-bomb.
Every time you're the front runner, it's uber difficult to line up. I don't know why, sir.
I have no idea. Your country hates me.
Belt in the air. Big knee. I'm looking for an H-bomb. I'm looking for an H-bomb.
It's right after the coast to coast. He blows a kiss, goes to hit the H-bomb. That's where
Coast
I was
at. Coast and big H-bomb. 1, 2. The dream is alive, folks. As we roll on, we're going to recap in night one, the epic night one. Trick Williams, your new NXT champion. If you're in the chat right now, let us know how you feel about Trick's big win. But night 2 on and ready to go.
Absolutely. We're actually going to get to hear from Trick, unlike on Wednesday when we didn't get to hear from Swerve at all or anything.
Somebody put out a thing and I almost puked. It was Swerve champion 1 week, three matches.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
3 weeks, 1 match. And I'm like, no, what's sad? That some people out there think the Swerve situation is better than the Cody situation. Why has your champ had 3-0 matches in 1 week? Yeah, Cody hasn't had a match. He's setting up what they call a pay-per-view match.
Right.
Jay fucking Styles.
As we've got Trick Williams kicking off the show. Hey, Tony, take notes. This is how you get a champion over, as the fucking arena is goddamn rocking with everybody just celebrating this man. See, that's the thing is, it's not a hate on Swerve. It's a hate on how he was presented. If you would have done something like this, it in 10 times better.
No, it's completely opposite of any type of hate. It is literally, we got nothing but love for Trick and Swerve, but we want to see Swerve, shined up like a champion. We want to see him in the spotlight. We want to see him put on a pedestal. We want to see him celebrated. We want to see his title run be successful. And what you did to him this week was none of that. None of that. And he's going to be a transitional champion that hands the belt off to Ospreay at one point. And unfortunately, it's going to feel like an afterthought title run because you don't know how to bill it.
Yeah, you took the knees right out from underneath him. But meanwhile, we've got Trick in the ring right now. And like I said, this is how you get this guy over. He's already over. You've got to keep him over. You've got to make him a bigger thing, and then a bigger thing, and then a bigger thing.
I dreamt about this. I prayed for this. As Trick Williams got the mic, folks.
Right. And Anthony brings up Cody has also wrestled non-televised matches, 4 house show matches.
Right. Come on now.
Alexis said, whoop that Trick. Danny D, whoop that Trick. Oz just saying, woo. You got part of the words. Yeah, whoop that Trick. Bendy the Gray. Look, AW, NXT is letting the champion do a promo at the beginning of their show.
And again, literally pointing out, and everybody across the board said the same thing. It was like, what are we doing here? And again, if you told me that Swerve if I could choose between Swerve fighting Kyle Fletcher or Cesaro, or spending the last week, with his championship on a pedestal, with him in some type of nose-to-nose, face-to-face angle or issue with a top competitor, I'd pick that 100% of the time. These
Absolutely.
nothing matches mean nothing.
Absolutely. And even like people sitting there and like just challenging at the competitor or the champion, poking at him and everything. He doesn't have to declare who he's facing next, but you could see certain people. All right, so now you're the next target to go at.
100%. Whoop that trick, Danny D. Good to see ya. 123 kid. Good to see ya. Bendy the Gray. That's awesome.
Yeah. They're chanting whoop that era. Whoop that era. That's great.
And that's a solid promo as he gets interrupted. Who would have thunk it?
Bro, the way he sat there and even just turned and looked at the fucking hard cam right there.
Yo, girly in the house. Now Tricky.
Are
we gonna get Noam? And she's gonna be like the foil?
I don't know, and I don't care. These two together, just yes, please.
Right. Yes, odds. Dijak did get the call up 100%. He's going to Raw. And it's technically the first official call up for him. We know he showed up as a masked character and hung around for a little bit.
T-Bar before.
Yeah, this is the first time we're like, Dijak is in the mix.
Right.
Trick being a gentleman. Crowd pops for the gentleman.
Yeah,
always be a gentleman, boys.
Absolutely. Wash your ass.
Right.
But yeah, even the way Trick sat there and looked and turned to the camera when he was ending the promo and everything. Like this guy went from being, the background behind Apollo, being one of the armed guards, to now he's their world champ on NXT.
Yeah. Damien, we'll come back to this in a commercial break. If Nick and I can remember, if not, throw it back at us. We'll talk about what Tony Khan had to say about the Goldberg comments when we get a chance.
Right.
Tony makes me laugh, though. You tried to smack me in the face. Trick got that final boss gear on. Yeah, he upgraded that.
Oh, yeah.
He got that championship wardrobe.
You're Ray saying she didn't have to come out. That's part of the story and everything. I dig it. I'm a Lash Legend fan.
Well, I mean, again, Noam Dar's not a bad little... In this show, Noam Dar challenging Trick to kind of give him a pretty safe W is not terrible. And then the side story of his actual love, I'm okay with this, man. She's apparently had a taste or two.
Yeah, they're a real life couple.
I like Kit Kat chocolate bars.
But that's the thing. This whole segment, everybody's just been.
The crowd's with it. The crowd is with it.
Oh, Scott saying Lash equals Tricks Brady Rhodes. Real saying, what the was that noise from Lash? God, she is terrible. Trick better not team with her.
That's
no, she's She's out here all hot and bothered.
He's not going to team with her. She's going to play him. She's going to play him.
You sounded like a jaded lover.
Right.
David, I graduate from my academy on Friday. Despite graduating, I have one more week of tactical training next week before I go inside the fence as a full-on CO. Shout out, my guy.
Congrats.
Actually, a good chunk of my family's corrections officers and everything like that. I was almost going to do that too. I turned down going to the academy to go to college.
Good crowd. It's this crowd's with it. They got that intimate local crowd vibe.
But that's what happens with it being at Full Sail every week.
Yeah. Tricks.
It's like if Dynamite was in Daly's place every week.
Yeah. They almost might want to. Well, I mean, I know they had some issues
saving some money
last week, so it's not a terrible idea. Go, go, go! Ah, fuck.
Again, if you hear random outbursts from KJ, he's talking about the hockey game to keep you up.
My hockey Tourette's. My Canadian Tourette's kick in, folks. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what we accomplished here. What's in the
Yeah.
envelope? Trick, you are the father.
Oh.
Oh, wow. We're with...
No, they have one set.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
It's the same corner, the same fucking table.
As we jump to Gigi and Santina, little Santina, having a dinner.
Italians eat at more restaurants than Italian restaurants, motherfuckers.
Right. Ariana can be gone. A lot of people liking Ariana. She's growing on people.
She's so great with a character and a personality. That
Right.
She got that strictly from her daddy.
Right. Curtis showed his age with this one. Lash will play Trick like Sega Genesis.
Sega.
I love that. In the case of little baby, Trick, you are the father.
Whoa.
So right now, Gigi and Santina are talking about the matches tonight. Kind of like what they did with Pretty Deadly.
Yeah, I kind of dig it. Like, I didn't know what this was going to be initially. I thought it was going to be part of their story and everything. But you got Trick to come out, have his moment, and then you run through the rest of the card and everything.
Right. How can in someone just like NXT, it's so good. It has its moments where it kind of makes you scratch your head and not want to watch at times, for me anyway. But I would find that 90% of the people I run into online that hate NXT don't actually watch it. So that's generally how people roll nowadays.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is we have a track record that shows we actually watch everything. So if we're giving you our take and opinion on it, it's because we actually watched it. Versus, like you said, a lot of people don't actually watch NXT, but just talk down about it. It's still the developmental of that.
Mm-hmm.
But want to praise Ilya going up onto Raw, and can't wait to see that feud, and Carmelo going up to SmackDown. But I thought you didn't like NXT. Those guys all came from NXT,
right? No, I mean, it blows my same as the people who are like, AEW is the best wrestling going. I love nothing like it. WWE sucks. Do you watch Rampage? Nope. Do you watch Collision? Nope. Wait, what? You watch one of their 3 shows? Help me.
Right?
There you go. See, it's an acquired taste. As Boston.
What the? Oh my! Oh, fuck!
Why you? Oh.
No, because why would they have Gigi sit there and do like the burp gross gimmick and everything?
Is that what that was?
Yeah, it's like when they gave Natty the flatulence gimmick and shit. It's just, why would you do that bullshit?
Right.
We're not 12. I know. Well, fuck. I mean, there's 12-year-olds who watch this.
Well, they're trying to sell us on she's not, prim and proper. So
no, the face piercings and the tats and the Hot Topic look didn't give that away. But no,
apparently not. She needed a good old belch, but better out than in, I always say.
Oh, fucking Shrek. I knew that was going to come through with you being Scottish.
Right. Boston already getting your wishes. Oba Femi on the way to the ring, folks. We take a prediction on every single match, and I see almost 90 people with us. Be a friend. Tell a friend I want triple digits in this chat. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Oba's winning for sure. Jesus.
Oh, that's such a good transition. No, well, because they had Oba sit there and just stomp onto the camera and everything like that, and that's what turns and cuts it to a commercial. And you notice you had the little cross section there of Trick and Oba, so we're setting this up down the road.
Yeah, no, I thought you were talking about my transition to Jesus.
No, Jesus. I mean, I can't comment on transition into Jesus. So
right, there you go.
No, they're not.
Nick burps are hot. No, not really.
Save your kinks for yourself, Boston.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Good Trick promo, but the Lash element did not move any story along. I don't know if I disagree with that. We have no clue who Trick's next challenger is, but that's, I think, a breadcrumb. Because what's in the envelope, and does it lead to something like Noam Dar as a first challenger?
Yeah, that's the thing, is you're not going to give away the fucking baby with the bathwater. You got to sit there and hook you in a little bit. We had our big moment, we had our big celebration, and now it's the end. Then what?
Right. Yeah, and again, I don't think that. I mean, you don't have to kind of throw it all out there like that. I mean, at the end of the day, give us, as long as there's something. And the focus of that was a good promo by Trick. Your new champion comes out, cuts a promo. Now they're teasing a little bit of a story. Yes, they didn't give it all to us, but we'll see where it goes. There seems to be something up.
Yeah.
Lax versus Trick in a keys on a pole match.
What is Vince Russo?
Right. Oba is a monster. Back to Damien's question about Goldberg. Look, you remembered.
Yeah.
I don't know if you caught this, but TK was asked, well, did you hear what Goldberg said? And TK basically was like, oh, it was really strange. He was nice to my face. I don't know what happened. And so it kind of made me laugh because it just seems like typical TK, where I think a different person might have had a little more of a chip on his shoulder and been like, fuck Goldberg. But TK's like, but I love him. I love him. I love him. Maybe he wants to work with me still.
But it's one of those. I saw some people say, go TK. You're killing him with kindness and everything. It's just going off a slight tangent here. It's so funny to me if that's the, oh, well, he's killing with kindness. Meanwhile, Kendrick drops Euphoria and just spews nothing but hate for Drake for 6 minutes and everything like that. Like, you wanted TK to have some fire at Goldberg and everything. You can sit there and take shots at WWE on the network. Have some fucking piss and vinegar in your stones here.
Okay, I was trying to how are we going to type
I got it back around. I pulled it all the way around.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, at the end of the day, again, it's just very much it's the ostrich syndrome from TK. His head's in the sand about just about everything. Again, for him to be like, well, Goldberg wants to work with us. It's just again, it's like me, myself, and Irene. I only hear what I want to hear. Yeah, you got a complex. There's an issue.
So you buy nothing into he could have just been trying to no sell it of, he passed the buck back to you of, well, you weren't saying that to my face.
He sounded like that dude, the dude who likes a girl and then someone comes over and it's like, oh, so-and-so's dating this guy, and you're like, oh, no big deal. That's kind of what it was like. Oh, well, no big deal. It's the viral clip when they interviewed that kid and asking about his mom or whatever, right?
And the next second he turns around and breaks down just crying.
Yeah. The quivering
little that vibes here, but I think and again, if Tony was trying to no sell it, but your track record precedes you, my guy. So that's the thing, is you just look like a fucking fool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Michael Spike's here trying to say, but Tony Khan roasted the WWE, but he didn't. That's the funniest part of this. And anybody that thinks he did, I don't think you're paying attention to the story and how this is working out.
Well, here, Michael, I'll give you a chance to clarify whether you were being serious with that or you were being satirical, because that's
fair enough.
Not at all. That did more harm than good.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those ones of when you're getting picked apart, and then your only comeback is kind of generic and basic, and everyone just kind of laughs like, "Oh, okay." It was so over the top that it ended up he ended up lighting himself on fire. As Ivar coming to the ring, we just got Shayna Baszler showing up with Lola Vice, so that is happening.
We talked about that after that happened and said Tony was cool for about 12 hours, and then he shot himself in the foot with his own little promo because it was completely unprovoked. And cool, if you want to say that, or if you feel that way, whatever. But it was just so out of the blue, and doing that on national TV, you just made yourself look like a fool.
Mm-hmm. Lash Legend versus Trick, room keys on a pole. Got that one. Hey, Lash, you can't get pregnant from a kiss. That's it's not my baby. NXT is mad, but it's also a legitimate developmental show. This is basically college theater for of wrestling. They're not supposed to be great, but I would argue that at minimum we're getting really quality matches on a week-to-week basis.
Absolutely. I was out here before, and I've been the champion of NXT at times, saying it was that, especially at times, I think until Hunter took over the main roster, the most consistent show on WWE television. Right. It had its campy moments and everything like that, but you have also your fantastic moments. Like right now, we got two big beefy boys slapping meat with Oba Femi versus Ivar for the NXT North American Championship. So let us know who you're taking, folks, if you haven't done so already.
And I mean, they're starting at a pace that I was not anticipating. I was not expecting them to come out at this pace. So we'll see.
Well,
Big
and that's the thing, though, is they're two guys that are both biggish, but they're also athletic as hell. Because that's the thing. Ivar's out there hitting moonsaults.
Right. Sup, okay, Nick. Toronto and Boston tied 1-1. Let's go, Bruins. Shut up, Polo. Not happening. Halfway through the second period, still tied 1-1. What's up, Chambers? How you doing? Didn't miss much. Oba for the win. Who you taking?
Me?
Yeah, German. You're about to get bumped into the penalty box if you keep repeating yourself, sir. Thank you. Bolstone. NXT. Andy's happy about it. Oba for the win. Sorry, who did you pick?
Oba. I'm so behind now. Who are we throwing in the penalty box? Who's getting 5 minutes for high sticking?
Somebody's getting under my skin in that chat there. So
fair enough.
Yeah, don't be a dumbass. If you're here to contribute. If not, venture on your way. Goldberg selling his house in California, going to move to Florida. There you go.
Wait, what?
What?
BV men slapping me there. We'll go with that here. But I see about 90 people kicking it with us here. So let's see if we can get that to triple digits here. We're spring breaking out here. Let's see if we can get them triple digits.
Meet us on the beach, folks. Let's go.
Right. Just jump out there like Ron Burgundy. Cannonball.
Right. Where's Valhalla? I haven't seen her in weeks. She's pregnant, Urain. She preggers.
That sentence with the username just all kind of felt awkward for some reason. She's pregnant, Urain.
I don't know many of the wrestlers of NXT. Can you help me out? Always, Tommy. That's what we're here for. He went through.
Giant cross body from Ivar onto Oba and just takes out that whole panel of barricade.
Right. Nobody.
And that's our commercial spot.
Absolutely. As we head back into commercial break, folks, we are rolling along, coming up at the edge of the first hour, but things are rolling. Oba and Ivar going one-on-one. Don't forget, we're back tomorrow for Dynamite, the fallout from the chaos that was last week, one of the worst viewed episodes ever of Dynamite. We will see if there's a bounce back. Kenny's supposed to be in the building. Will we get more from the Elite? What else will happen? Will the learning chi be welcomed in his own country? I hope not.
No. They'll be like, chop it down, burn it. You feel bad. Does it not feel like if you're a certain group of people backstage at AEW, it's like drawing the fucking short stick and everything? Like, all right, who gets to work with Chris Jericho this month?
Yeah.
Well, W. Morrissey just happened to draw, the black pickled egg there. So he's got to work with Jericho for the month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like Jericho walks in a room or walks into catering and everyone's like looking at the floor like, don't talk to me. Oh, no. Hey, Big Bill. Oh, fuck. I got an idea. Oh, here we go.
Right. Easy Bake out here just fawning over Oba. Steven saying, seeing Camille as all elite, I really can see Camille be Mercedes' bodyguard. So you can have two people that can't cut promos together.
Right. We'll see. I listen, I don't pretend to be the biggest of Camille's fans. I thought she would have been better off going to TNA, maybe NXT. But again, you get big pay for less dates. And I don't know if she comes into the mix right now. There's so much up in the air with the AEW women's division. Sasha, Deonna, Thunder. Adding Camille in and making her valuable is going to be very tricky. I don't know how they're going to pull it off.
Do they just do what they were doing with Jade with
Camille?
Camille, I literally blanked on her name for half a second because I was gonna also mention, speaking of TNA, did you see the Jordan Grace tweet to where someone was talking about running it back with Camille and Layla Hirsch and just the size difference because one woman's head is apropos with another woman's features, and Jordan Grace was like one motorboat away.
You motorboating son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch, you.
She'll bring you to the knees. Valhalla and Eric are expecting their second kid will be out for over a year. Facts.
So how do you feel? This is random tangent. I think it's more just because you've been the one opposed to me on Ivar here. Do you keep him just as like the Viking warlord, or do you try and go kind of Redbeardy with him here?
I don't know. I mean, again, I sometimes feel like they can tone some stuff down. Don't really need the props, but I think at least Triple H and the group feel, or at least see what we see, that when you put Ivar in the ring, he does well. He gives you an entertaining match. This match has started off well, good energy, and I think there's a value to Ivar. I just don't know how far it goes. Do you put him in something? Does he become more heelish and go after like a Sami Zayn? I don't know.
I just need him versus Bronson Reed because I believe they're both on Raw now, and you just reinforce the ring, and it's like when Big Show and Mark Henry would have fucking matches together.
Right?
Where was it? There was one from Michael Harper's. We're back in action right now, folks, as both men are fighting up on the top turnbuckle. Who watching that open segment suddenly has a cravings for Reese's Cups and Kit Kat chocolate bars?
I'm not sure if we're allowed to answer that question properly.
I'm gonna say yes.
I mean, we didn't open the door. Wow, both men down on the floor.
Oh,
holy shit!
That's a heavy ass swanton.
Huge NXT chants, rain out.
Oma's face right there, just selling that. Just literally, his eyes were popping out of his skull.
Right. I like this. Are you wearing a Captain America shirt? No.
Aha! You've been sick. Oh,
Captain Canuck.
Sorry, I literally popped for the replay because I just heard the sound of them hitting the barricade.
Huge clap. And again, they got the title out on a platform. This is something they seem to be doing for all the matches now. If it's a title match, there's a little table set up for the title.
Well, and they lower the lights at times, and they'll like champion, challenger. It's a little UFC-ish.
Yeah. Gave you a like, Ronnie. Appreciate it. Everybody be like a Ronnie. We got 90 people here right now. Click that like. Click those little reactions. Give the algorithm a little massage. Let's see if we can get 100 people in here tonight. We're close. We're close. We're teasing with it.
Whoa. Oma tried to catch discus elbow. Two go.
It's just
and
rude.
He put a little stank on it too on the end because he dropped to a knee right as he hit the elbow.
No, Oba's got a fucking hell of a future.
Well, like I said, when you saw Trick and him crossing past when Oba was coming out, I think that's a feud down the road.
Woo! Big European.
What is
big
Captain Knucklehead?
I'll accept that. I did
no bread. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Just no bread, no water, just meat. Every time you do that, I could just think of like yowie wowie.
Public announcement. Don't be like me. Hit the like button, folks. Chambers saying you don't hit the button, Chambers, after we gave you a nickname. You better hit that like button.
Are you cheating on us with other channels? Is that what you're trying to say?
How dare you? We can smell the greasiness on you. Come on, bro.
We can smell the hot dogs on your breath.
Ivar can get a good match out of anybody. He is cooking with Oba right now.
But that's
hell of a fucking match.
God damn, that's what I want though. Is I just need a Haas division. Give me Bronson Reed, give me Oba Femi, give me Omos, give me Ivar, just Haas.
Yeah,
Haas.
Yeah, the speed title's nice, but we need a fucking meat division. Let's go.
We need a bacon club division. That's what we need.
I hate it. You better.
In the morning, evening, afternoon.
Ivar to the top.
Going for the moonsault.
Oh my God.
Should we just call his moonsault a ham hock now?
I don't know, but he landed on that man's face. Oba foot on rope.
Smash you in the head. As Oba just gets like his big toe up on the rope.
Oh my Lord. Look at this moonsault. And he lands. Oh.
Like literally his like knee, thigh, everything. It just right on that man's chin. Like I said, that's like having a whole frozen turkey just fall on your head.
Yeah, if Oba was able to kind of get out of the way a bit, I mean, good on him. That looked vicious. Nice. The junk to the face. Just in case it didn't happen the first time.
Smell my loincloth.
You don't want that move done by a guy in a loincloth. Just saying.
Mm-mm. Oh, he's going to put Oba's got Ivar up on his shoulders.
Electric chair. And then pops up. Ivar is under rotating and loading wrong twice now.
He's 300 and some odd pounds. He's talking about the moonsault.
And it's over. Still,
1, 2,
your North
3.
American champion. Woo!
A tale of two meaties. I thought you were going to say a tale of two meats, but yeah, that's perfect. You get a star.
Do you
Wait,
think
what? What? No, I'm trying not to spoil anything. There were certain people.
Oh, it is. I saw that, Lawanda. Wesley back in the building.
Now you ended up ahead of me, goddammit.
Oh, let me.
But Wes, I'm glad that this is a thing because think about it. We didn't know if, when, where, or how this man was going to be coming back. So the fact that he's here and he's instantly going at Oba. Oh, you've got your sympathetic baby face for your fucking titan of a heel.
Yeah, I mean, this is interesting because Wesley is going to want his belt back, as he should. And
Man's hops from the barricade right to the steps there. So he's good and healthy.
And that's a mountain to climb right there.
Yeah, man's literally looking at him right in the teats. Mm-hmm. We were talking about you motorboating son of a bitch before.
All right, Squirrel Lady and Chase U apparently next.
Bro, she is on all the TK bumps. Like all of them. All of them. All of them.
All of them. They're still chanting welcome back for Wesley, even though we're in the backstage now.
But they had to mute him. Yeah, that's well deserved. I want to stay with that a little more.
Yeah, a little bit. Especially over this shit.
Mm-hmm.
As they're begging Fallon to come out with her Fallon heel turn. Let's go. I'm sick of your shit.
I'm surprised Fallon didn't get called up.
Fallon, yeah. I mean, again, she could have.
She's way better than all this. But sorry.
Roper mode. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you for the support. Completely appreciate it. Hey guys, I love watching y'all. I'm about to do professional wrestling in South Carolina, aka the Carolina Invincible Boy, KJ Roper. Hey, good name. I endorse it. Too heavy, all the meaty. I added the last part.
Well, but good on you, my guy. Absolutely. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. And yeah, you might have a little bias from the guy to my other side there with the name and everything.
Right, a little bit. But like we say in all of our videos, the channel, even the wrestlers watch. We've had many come by our way and pop in and say hello. So good luck. All the power to you and heavy you down, buddy.
There you go.
I don't even know. KJ out.
Skinny meat versus big meat. What? Pause. As JC Jane, see what? I want to fucking just like peel my eyes out here with like we've got JC Jane coming out here with Jasmine Ninks
and that makes you want to peel your eyes out.
But
in a good way.
Oh yeah, well, no, I'm saying in the sense of that we have this with JC Jane, and we have burping gimmick with Gigi Dolan, and I'm now infamous for being on this channel of when JC super kicked Gigi of saying, and Marty just super kicked Sean.
Did they?
Wait. What are you going on about?
JC's been great. I'm surprised JC could have potentially been in the mix for a call-up. She's done well. I'm really excited about Jasmine Nix. I think she has a phenomenal look. I kind of want to put this Chase U to bed. I'm over this whole JCU drama bullshit, kiddiness. I'm a little over it as JC starts with a slap and then goes to a single leg.
It's kind of run its course here, yeah, a bit. Sorry, you were probably freaking out about the hockey game, and I couldn't tell which screen you were freaking out about. So I'm like, I don't know which one you're freaking out about.
Yeah. It sucks when you're not fully paying attention. You look up and they're showing a replay of something, and then you're like, wait, did that just happen? Oh, no, it's a replay.
Gotcha. I thought he was gone for nearly a year. Thank God he's back. Yeah, we didn't know if, when, where, or how we were going to get him back, so I'm glad he's back.
Then I believe it had been teased for a little while now that he was kicking around. So
I had heard nothing. Heard nothing. No, if you did, good on you. You got it through the maple tree. Fine.
Right.
I had heard nothing.
Thea for the win. JC for the win. Oba and Wesley. I'm in for it. Yeah, absolutely. Thea for the win.
I'm in commercial now.
I am also
already back in action somehow.
They call me the wrestling queen of Barnesville, Ohio. Right? Oh, or just O.
Just O.
Just O. JC for the win. Thea for the win. Yeah, not a Chase U fan. Now, Nick, you like Chase U more than I do.
Well, did.
Fair enough. That's allowed.
Right, did. Well, where somebody, I think it was probably Boston or somebody that said that I look like I'm a fucking professor at Chase U here. But
you look like the cool science teacher that gives out beakers for bongs.
Right, yeah, that just smokes reefer, just like it's a fucking pine cone and cool. Right. You get an A.
Hey kids, do you want to learn to turn this into a vaporizer? Let's go.
Facts. Yeah, no, the Chase U stuff to me jumped the shark when we got into gambling the university and everything like that. I think that's what it was, is they tried to be in the moment with it because you had the controversies going around universities in the US and everything. So they tried to latch onto that and it went away super quick. And now they're like, fuck, we're kind of stuck with this. So now it's gotten awkward. Nick, no, the science guy. Wrestling rules. I just have my head float around.
But yeah, no, I mean, I think part of the problem with that was, they tried to be topical and jump on that storyline. And I think I remember defending it one night against fuck it, it's not that closely related. And then it just fell apart as the story dissipated. So it turns out that, it was more tied together than I assumed. But there was never really any payoff. We were in trouble. Then we sold some calendars and then we're good. And we moved on.
But that's what I'm saying.
Sorry, but I was waiting for it to become like JCU or JCU. I thought she was going to hijack the school or Tony D was going to take it over, make it Goomba College. Nothing.
Goomba you.
Right?
Goomba you, my lord.
That ended up being my biggest issue, is it never materialized into anything.
That's the thing is, that's the one like I said, I was a fan of it till it really kind of jumped the shark and it kind of went that way and just never found its way back home.
Yeah, a little bit.
Now it's gone from, Southampton. You've always made the joke of Southampton Institute of Technology there. Ask me about my Chase U. Ask me about my calendar.
Ask me about my Thea.
Right.
Oh my. No way, I had to click on this one.
Yeah, I was gonna let you answer it. Sorry.
We're brothers. Clearly brothers. Let me tell you.
Are we gonna do like the Wayans brothers? We're brothers.
I instantly just started thinking about Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith. That episode, they let me tell you about my
best friend. Robin Big instead it's KJ and Big. It's Canuck and Big.
Right,
let me tell you about my best friend.
Might have to put that on a t-shirt. KJ and Big.
Yeah.
Wasn't me, but that's 100% warranted. Wish I could claim that.
Yeah, no, KJ, sorry, to answer the other question, KJ is my other brother.
It's true.
Yeah. You have other mothers, you have, blood brothers, all that. He's my other brother.
It's true. We're brothers like the Dudleys.
Facts. Wait, does that make me Devon?
I was gonna say he's definitely Devon. Testify, my brother.
Oh, my brother, testify. We're taking this shit to the Biblics.
Right. So that, as long as you're not Dick and I'm not Spike, we're good.
I'll be just sign guy.
Right. Brothers, 100% from separate mothers. There you go, man. That's it.
Right. Just wondering, you guys are so cool. We try.
Oh,
we're not. We're dorks. We're dorks.
That's it. We're just shooting the shit. Y'all just happen to be watching what we're doing.
We're dorks. You're out here in a Captain Canada shirt, and I'm out here in a fucking feathery fucking Waylon Mercy shirt for spring breaking. We're dorks.
Listen,
we ain't cool. We're dorks.
If I hadn't just moved a whole bunch of shit around, I'd be going through. And but yeah, my summer shit's packed up, so I gotta unpack some summer shit.
Fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm just glad that I found a woman that actually wanted to like marry me and everything. Otherwise, I'd just be alone for life.
Oh, that took a turn. As Thea and JC are back in action, by the way.
I'm just admitting I'm a dork. Your nerd is showing.
ZZ Top's cousins. There you go. We could do that for Halloween, actually.
He's Kevin Owens' cousin. I'm, I guess, allegedly Brody's cousin at best.
At best. No, we're going to go as ZZ Top for Halloween next year. Dun, dun, dun. They're Matt and Nick Jackson. You watch your fucking mouth.
Don't you put that fucking evil on me.
You will get banned in a quick time.
You know what's funny, though, is I have a brother Matthew. So
do I?
You're right. Yeah, but I'm Nikki, so
you got Matt and Nick. There you go.
Yeah.
JC Jane is very beautiful. On a side note, Bubba KJ and Devon Nick Von Dudley.
Oh my brother, we're like the APA.
KJ's name is Mick Big Canuck. I'll show you.
Whoa, now we're on air. Whoa, now
I accept any punishment warranted from that comment. We're the Bludgeon Brothers. Get the fuck out of here.
Fallon. Oh,
yeah, maybe. As we had some miscommunication.
Bro, why is Jasmine Minx out here barefoot? Sorry, we've been talking about ourselves over this entire match, but she just hit a fucking like Pele kick on Fallon just barefoot for some reason.
Right.
She's letting them dogs fucking howl out there.
Wow, and Thea gets the win with the Kimura.
Bro, what the fuck? If anyone out there is seeing the face that Thea Hale made when she was making that fucking submission, if you ever are with an individual who makes that face, run in the opposite direction.
Or hold on tight.
What was that? That was a demon face.
Hold on tight. It might be the best night of your life. A little bit.
It would be the last night of your life.
Just don't let go.
Run.
Holy shit. Never mind. Run. Yeah, no, that's not good.
Yeah, bro. The fucking tongue out. Like that shit was rolling in the back. Like just run.
Yeah, my ass always runs to that. Thea wins. Thea won. Yes, she did. Fallon helped, though. Thea. Yes, she did.
Yeah, but we've already seen this a bit with Fallon the last time when she kind of had the little stink face and everything. And now she's out here taking bumps because of this bullshit when she didn't want to be out here. She's about to just fuck Thea hair up.
Fallon lays out Thea.
I'm gonna just go ahead and just you get there when you get Thea just turn heel.
Okay. So she's not joining the Mean Girls, but she's sick of her shit.
I'm just sick of your shit.
You're annoying. She won't stay still.
Damn, JC got bloodied. JC bleeding. I did not see.
Mm-hmm. Now we go to a package of fuck. I know I'm gonna fuck this up. Tyson and Tyreek.
I know their names. Well, Wikipedia knows their names. Tyreek Igwe. I hope I said that
Tyson
right.
And Tyreek, right?
And Tyson DuPont.
Okay. As they will take on the Good Brothers tonight.
Yes, sir.
Good Brothers are going to
put Old Brothers versus the Good Brothers.
Fallon turned heel. Chase bump Fallon. kind of weird heel turn. Yeah, if she was gonna fuck with Thea, why didn't she do it before she beat JC? But she wasn't exactly helping JC. She just seems sick of Thea Hale shit like I am.
Well, that's the thing, is I think it's when she taking the bump from Jasmine Ninks and everything like that is when she's kind of just like, all right, I'm kind of just over this. Like, I'm out here catching strays on some shit I don't even want to be fucking around with.
Right.
So I'm over all of this shit.
Is this a package for the GTA profits?
No, but I am in commercial break right now, sir.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in commercial break and we are rolling through. We not bad start to the show. Good energy so far. Lots coming up still. NXT Underground is going to be the main event with Natalia taking on Lola Vice. I think that'll be very interesting. Shayna Baszler going to be there. And of course, Petrova going to be with Natty. Lots going on. We are back tomorrow for Dynamite. Thursday, the Dirt Sheet debates return. We are going to have your Backlash preview. We are going to have probably a preview of some TNA. We are going to talk a bit about the draft. We're going to talk about what happened on Dynamite tomorrow. Lots going on. Tune in for that, 8 p.m. Something we're relaunching, so join us for that. Friday, we got SmackDown. Saturday, we got Brunch with the Boys, number 9, as we go to France.
Is that an official number?
I'm just guessing. It could be 11. I don't fucking know. But Brunch with the Boys, 9. As we will be here live, 11:30 a.m. Saturday. Get up early, grab your snacks, grab your breakfast, wake and bake with the boys, and we will have Backlash and all your reaction for that show. Looking forward to it. And then we got all your wrestling needs. We got a busy month coming up. Lots to talk about, lots to get into. And as we always say, be a friend, tell a friend. Let's see if we can keep those numbers growing as, we just smashed April out of the park. And this being the last day of it. Congratulations, Mr. Nick.
Well, all I can think of is now just the Justin Timberlake. It's gonna be May, but absolutely no. I think we were tap dancing around 100 in the chat and everything like that, watching along with us. So let's see if we can get it back up there. That's the thing is we smashed April, so now we're just gonna do even better with May and then June, July, 100%. The party don't start till we walk in. Up to something. Season never sleeps, my guy.
That's it. And thank you, Bonkers. Friday is TNA Under Siege as well. Again, there was a few pay-per-views for TNA again, quick succession, and I feel like this one kind of went way under the radar.
Well, hence the name Under Siege, under pressure.
Right. Little sticker from Brahma. Good to see you. Haven't seen Eddie Thorpe in a while. I wonder why Sean doesn't use him. Was there? I think he might have got.
He's injured.
Yeah. Remember, he did like the underground match not too long ago.
Yeah, I said, well, the figures that's going to be the main event. It helps cutting down the time on breaking down the ring and everything like that. The ropes are already out there and everything, so they can just, we're already halfway through this shit.
Can we do House of Glory? That's the big Ocho Cinco show, my friend. Cinco de Mayo, Damien.
We'll think about it.
Maybe we'll see how this week goes. How we're feeling.
You want to know how you know if you're going to do it? You make sure you hit that bell notification. You make sure you hit that subscribe notification, because that's how you're going to know if we're going to do it or not. Point ahead.
Right. Not bad. Check it out, folks. Won't be able to watch Backlash this weekend. I got to work. You turn us on while you're working. Put little earphones in while you're working. And even if you have a job where people talk to you, screw it. Just put us in one ear, and we'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on.
Just start answering them back of why. But even then, still, you can always watch us on the replay. Bro, tell me Natty ain't out here thinking she's like, I got this. Like, I mean, it's interesting we're seeing a little fucking sparring session, but you couldn't do that in a locker room or anything like that, as KJ's taking a pause for the cause. As I've got the Good Brothers going on. Jesus Christ, these two are fucking swole. As I've got the Good Brothers taking on Tyreek and Tyson. I don't know if they actually have they just don't have a tag team name yet, but goddamn, these guys I think are going to be, you put them with Oba, just fuck me. You've got a fucking Hoss faction. But let me know, folks, whether you're taking the Good Brothers or you're taking Tyson and Tyreek for this tag team match. It's interesting seeing how the Good Brothers have are going back up to the main roster, going back to SmackDown here? Do they maybe do the JOB and kind of help get these guys over? Because I think it was Damian saying that one of these guys was on the like the next gen show that WWE did on Roku and everything, which I have a Roku. I've been meaning to watch. I have not watched it yet. I don't have time. I've tried to make time, but yeah. But let me know who you're taking, folks. I kind of want to just take these dudes because A, they're just built like a brick shit house, and they're out here stomping people in their fucking Himbalands. Zach saying, but Jasmine Inc.'s got to chase you, so I like chase you, go Thea. You're a day late and a dollar short, my guy. Unless we're that far behind. I bet when Powerhouse Hobbs and Wardlow look at Elbow Femi's success, they say that could have been me. Yeah, they're the Dolph Ziggler meme there on the entranceway of saying it should have been me. Here, I will try and skip forward on some of these comments. As Kyle saying, I heard Sonya Deville is close to returning. Could you see her show in NXT or the main roster? Main roster. I'd be excited when Sonya shows up. I've always kind of liked her, even when she was in the GM role. But yeah, I think you need her on the main roster, especially if you're going to potentially debut a mid-card women's title, because I think the NXT Women's North American title is just a tester for that. Now, granted, if she's in NXT and you have her be a challenger for it, it'd be interesting. But yeah. Tiffany is the new champion. It's Tiffany time. Mono, what up? But yeah, no, she's not quite a champion, but I guess that's your early prediction for Backlash. I don't think they're taking that belt off of Bayley that fast here, as I've got Luke Gallows working over. Oh, you're going to test my knowledge and my brain powers here right now, or at least my Googling powers. I'm going to say Tyson. I hope I'm right. I actually Roku. Do you Roku? TNA Under Siege Dark Territory. What? But no, TNA Under Siege will be on Friday. We'll be watching that along with Friday Night SmackDown, the go home show for Backlash, which will be in Viva la France. Ooh. Wow. Big side suplex to Carl Anderson here. Can we have, say, Sonya be GM instead of Ava, or is that asking too much? I don't know. Ask KJ, because KJ would be all about that. I don't think Ava's too bad at what she does. I can look past her dressing like she manages a Hot Topic, but I could see, though, to where Sonya would actually be a pretty interesting placement as a GM on NXT. But also, did anyone else notice? I saw it getting put out online about how they're kind of moving around ring announcers too. Like, I can't remember homie's name. I want to say it's like Mark Stone or something. It's not Alicia Taylor. I know that. That was the SmackDown ring announcer that's doing the ring announcing for NXT tonight. And Shatter Machine, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so the Good Brothers pick up the win. I mean, kind of makes sense, obviously, the veteran team, but not a bad showing from Tyson and Tyreek here, especially your first match on TVs against the Good Brothers. So, but be interesting to see if Alicia Taylor ends up being the SmackDown ring announcer. Be maybe arguably the first time that you've had two female ring announcers. Of course you pop up as I've got Ava on my screen.
It's funny as hell, but you're definitely ahead of me again. So you must.
I know that's why, because you got ahead of me. So I just started commercial break.
You're the worst leader ever.
I tried. Well, yeah.
Following you in a dark hole.
Micro.
What?
Let me know. Are you in commercial break?
No, I got Ava.
Okay, let me know when you get to commercial break.
And it says next. Oh, And she's wearing a jacket at least tonight. I got to give her that. If it's
they
a
shot her from the chest up, so you can't see. Because that's the thing. Is someone was asking me about. I'll wait until you get a commercial. I'll ask you this question.
I'm on commercial now. It says trick ain't it. Or
Trigging ain't easy. There we go. So we're like
easy.
perfectly. That's the thing is I think we tried it before and then we got out of sync again. But yeah, and that's when we had all the surprises and shit too. But someone asked me, was Sonya Deville coming back? Could you see her being the new GM of NXT instead of an Ava? I would have to ask KJ because KJ's all about that.
I would welcome that for sure. KJ Nick, do you have any Grey Poupon?
Ho ho ho! Now here's your French lesson with Pierre Escargot.
Right, let's go. We'll be here live from France on Saturday.
That'll be the one time my hat kind of makes more sense.
Right? Do you think Reggie's done with wrestling? Or I don't know. I don't know if there's a high demand. Maybe he can go out to the indies and reinvent himself.
This is going to be a stretch, and I don't know why my brain's thinking this, and I think it might be halfway just kind of a little bit of Spider-Man meme-ish, respectfully. Give me Jay Bougie versus Reggie. I want that. I kind of want that, just the Spider-Man meme of like they're kind of like the same.
Right? KJ is going to be mad if it's a crop turtleneck and a crop jacket. I'm going to fucking faint live.
Crop drop. Drop top.
Anticipating the Naval Princess. Ava has a big announcement next. Yes. Coming up after the commercial. Ava will have an announcement.
Ava.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Be my guy.
I would take Tony Khan as GM of NXT over Ava. Let's not get crazy.
Right. Let's not talk about crazy here.
I mean, I feel like Ava's a little more mature. I take her more serious than I do Tony.
And Tony's older than both of us.
Right. Ava uses toothpicks bigger than Tony.
That's because of that big ass horse teeth.
I didn't say that.
You set me up. I gotta knock it down.
Scripps TNA perfect fit for him, especially in the X division. I don't know. Maybe
Mustafa Ali, Jake something. I think he still slides down the bench in that X division.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't instantly go with. I'd have to see it, Chambers. I'm too stuck on Reggie that we know.
I need a personality or something to attach to with you and get behind you with outside of you do cool flippy shit.
Yeah. Pretty much.
There's a whole company that's struggling with that. I'm just talking about a wrestler that's struggling with that.
Right. Now, this is a good question.
I thought about this, actually. Will SmackDown be pre-recorded on Friday since they're in France? I don't know if they're going to record it and then air it after, if they're going to just do it live, pal, which would be like the ass crack of dawn over there, or what?
No, I'm just seeing here, like it would be May 3rd edition of Friday Night SmackDown will emanate from Lyon, France, according to television listings for TNT Sports. 1 in the UK and Ireland next week. The show will be air from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So the US market's going to get, so it'll be a spoiler-free zone on Friday.
So we'll get a slight delay, but that's not as bad as it's like.
Well, they'll record it that afternoon, and then we'll be here.
Oh, sorry, I got.
As we're
off with you saying 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. or whatever.
Oh, the Backlash kickoff show, 10 a.m. Friday. We might be here for that.
You might be here for that.
I might be here for that. We might be here for that.
I will be at work.
As we are getting a draft package. What is your favorite all-time WWE belt? Jason Ryan.
Big Goldie.
Yeah, Big Goldie probably. I like the winged eagle. We go back to that. I mean, everyone loves the skull, the Austin's belt. But I mean, if you just go traditional, yeah, I'm good.
that's more of a question of what's your favorite custom like per like specific wrestler belt.
Yeah.
Which then even the spinner kind of started with Edge, so or
The
did
spinner
was it?
started with
I
Cena.
can't remember that lineage.
Cena.
Was it Cena and then Edge, or
Yes.
was it Edge then Cena?
Cena brought us the spinner, and then Edge turned it into that rated R version of it.
Right.
Is Lola the only realistic challenger for Roxanne until Julia shows up? I think there's a lot of solid contenders potentially in the mix, especially when it comes to being Roxy. I wonder if Tatum's still going to knock on that door.
Perhaps, especially with Lyra getting called up.
Right.
I wouldn't mind seeing Lash, but Lash clearly has the size, but you've got to build her up to be a worthy challenger.
Yeah, absolutely. What is your early prediction for Ray Phoenix versus Penta? Lots of spots.
Lots of spots, and hopefully no one gets injured.
Right. It should be a good match.
B. Priestley, to me, Blair Davenport is, to me, the biggest surprise call-up out of everybody in this draft. Like, I did not have that on my bingo card at all.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I know that Kiana was a big surprise night one, but I would say that Blair. But now this is really cool. They're talking to the NXT coaches, saying how proud they are.
Well, I
Robbie
think it was
Brookside.
James and KC that was actually talking about it in like our Discord or whatever about like, I guess Ava kind of early released or early leaked that Dijak had gotten drafted to Raw because she had the picture of all of them and saw Dijak and all the Raw gear before they had announced the draft
picks. Way to go, belly button.
Right, but still, that's cool that I seeing all the fucking trainers here. Like, I didn't know Danny Birch was a trainer at the Performance Center.
Yeah, I did see. As GM, she covered up. She got a full length jacket,
but she has just booty shorts on, like my guy.
I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
She's from the top up. She's her dad, just missing the fucking fanny pack and the necklace from the waist down. She's jazzercise.
All right. A massive opportunity.
Take their place.
NXT Battleground in Vegas. Apparently, charisma is not hereditary.
Yeah, talent's not a sexually transmitted disease. We've established that. Thank you, AJ Lee.
Tournament. Oh, so we're gonna have a ladder match for the women's North American title, folks.
We're gonna have a what now?
We are going to have a ladder match at Final Battle for Battleground for the North American women's title in a 6-women ladder match, and we will have qualifiers to figure out what 6 are going to be competing.
Interessante, because we were wondering how they were going to decide this. I mean, it's going to be interesting with this being in the UFC Apex. It's going to have a little bit of that Full Sail vibe-ish because it's a smaller venue. But
yeah, Ava with the Paul Heyman jacket. Oh, here comes interesting Jackson. Jada Parker is throwing her hat in the ring. 2 more months until Julia shows up in NXT. Wait, Malik. Dijak went to Raw. Supplemental picks.
Right. Can we just all admit and acknowledge and recognize and appreciate how Jada Parker has hit the ground fucking running when it comes to introduced on TV and then instantly already as a top person in this division?
Sol Ruka.
Good, bro. Even her fucking tattoos and shit just look like squiggly lines and shit.
She might be a favorite for this ladder match.
She's the fucking RVD of the NXT Women's Division,
and we love RVD.
Valid. Fuck, my argument turned in on itself.
So Ruka is like, she lives in a Tilly's.
She looks like she lives in a van down by the river.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, we got more.
And everybody popping out here.
Will Santina. Ariana Grace. So Ruka got that lava lamp ass tattoo.
Bro, it's just so good though. Of like, please watch your decorum. Why was we so aggressive?
Mm-hmm. Now, officially, Mission is on Raw right now.
SmackDown.
We got more. Okay. Mission.
Speak of the devil, and they show up here. Well, I guess that tells you how people might be ahead of us, even
a little bit. This is good. Put her in NXT. Let her win this belt. Fuck it.
Hey, and she's got all the blue and shit out of her hair too, and everything. This is interesting. Well, no, because she's normally out here full, getting hair dye.
Miriam.
Yeah, please just call her Miriam. Stop with this Mission shit.
Yeah, sounds like her last name.
Yeah, she's out here with the Tims.
Yeah. But you remember when Miriam first got here and she would come out with the bandana on and she had a look and a style and she could go in the ring, and then it just never amounted to anything on the main roster, unfortunately.
Bro, she was the HBIC, and then she was more just wait and see, and then we can't see. She just slowly faded farther and further off the roster.
Where's Wendy Chu? Maybe she wakes up in time for this.
Sleepy time, Wendy Chu. She just awakens from her slumber and climbs up the ladder to win.
Is Julia coming out? I have my doubts. Meow, says Maximilian. Oh, we got more women. They're all fighting.
All the women's. We got Izzy Day. We got Lash Legend. We got this one and that one. We got Jakara Jackson. Ariana Grace is just running around him. Stop. Stop. She's trying to hold court.
Mission lived like 10 minutes from you. There you go. As we jump
to the Street Profits out here. Makes sense. Point ahead, look smart. We're trying to give you the little insider info here as you're about to take on, the Final Testament here.
Right.
Now, is this one of those that the draft has failed this match because the draft, the Final Testament's moved up. They're not on NXT. They're solidified on the main roster. Are they going to win the tag titles here?
Yeah. I mean, it does make it less likely. I would say that. And again, now that the Street Profits are present, I wonder if they play a role in this, even though I think, if my memory serves me correct, they're going to end up on different shows.
Right. Let me double. I think I can double check that.
Keith Lee's one man. Yes, he is. Street Profits, yes. Mia Yim will impress Roxanne Perez tonight. Dun, dun, dun.
Richard, you impress me with all of your comments that are always wrong.
Right. As Lola working on the bag.
I appreciate you because you comment all the time, but they're always wrong.
NXT is basically Ring of Honor main roster talent going back and forth between their brands. No, if I'm being nitpicky, I can't agree, Rio. It's not a fair comparable.
Oh, it's not at all. Like, I don't see how that comparable even exists. Like, why you would even think that, because one actually gets ratings. No, I'm just going at Real, not you. NXT actually gets ratings. One's behind a fucking paywall and everything like that. That really, if anything, infiltrates more of your actual regular show to where you get more Ring of Honor title matches and everything than you would on your actually weekly program.
Yeah.
Like, that's comparing apples to fucking motor oil type shit. That's not even the same fruit, same fucking food type shit.
Yeah, and I would argue that NXT's primary goal is developmental, and it's teaching, it's learning, it's crafting, it's actually spotlighting up and coming talent. Ring of Honor is not the same thing, and it could be. I think Ring of Honor. Oh, thank God. I think Ring of Honor could be what NXT is, and if Tony was smart and had the infrastructure, he could make it like that. But up next, folks, Ridge Holland and Sean Spears, one-on-one, and I have no idea what to expect from this at all.
Fair enough. But yes, to answer your question, the Final Testament is on Raw. The Pride is on SmackDown. Yeah, no, Ring of Honor could be a developmental, should be a developmental. Instead, it's kind of just Tony fan service.
It's just like, again, it became Ring of Honor.
There.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people that get time on Ring of Honor that are just placeholders, that are just, collecting a check. Some decent matches, but again, nothing that you really got to tune in for. I mean, if Friday Night Rampage was Ring of Honor Rampage, that would be a big step. And if that's where Hook and Danny Garcia and Yuta and all this underdeveloped talent was hanging out, that's what you could do.
Well, and then you have such talent that's just lost in the abyss out there of, like, if you don't watch the Supercard of Honors, if you don't watch anything like that, you don't see the great run that Athena's on as Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Yeah. You don't see Mark Briscoe as Ring of Honor World Champion, all of that. Yeah. You don't see any of that because it's behind a paywall. They don't give a shit about it. They don't promote it. Like, there's so many flaws with Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm. They barely talk about the Ring of Honor pay-per-views when they're coming around.
Facts. Well, speaking of coming around, I think I got a break coming around here, so I will be right back.
Coming around the mountain when he comes. All right, Nick, going to take a pause for the cause. We are in a commercial break, and we are rolling along, folks. Sean Spears taking on Ridge Holland. Let me know who you're taking. I don't know who to take in this one. I'll go with you, Dale. Ridge is going to win. I have no idea what to make of this storyline, what to make of this angle, how they're going to play it out. I have no idea how it all fits together. We will see. But with that being said, we also have Natty coming up against Lola Vice as well in the main event. Time's a ticking. The night is flying, folks. Get in that chat. Be a friend. Tell a friend. We are back tomorrow for Dynamite. It's going to be a fun one. From Winnipeg, we'll see who will Tony have in his place in his absence. Will it matter? Will the Young Bucks try and take over the show? Will Kenny be in danger? Will Kenny be in trouble? Will Kenny be able to take a bump? So much to find out, and then we're here all week long. Don't forget, Thursday, 8 p.m., the Dirt Sheet debates come back, and we will be jumping on live, myself, Anthony, and Nick, to go over the latest rumors and news in wrestling and just argue about it quite a bit, the way we can. But lots going on here at the channel. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Make sure you're a part of it. And again, if you can tell somebody, if you know of anywhere that people talk about wrestling, drop the link. See if we can get these numbers to continue to blow up after what has turned out to be an outstanding April, a record-breaking April in every analytic we have for this channel. We thank you guys so much. Looking forward to May, June, July, and the rest of the year with everything blowing up and popping. So thank you. Lawanda saying Spears for the W, Ridge for the win. I'm going Spears. Gamer, I think he would have lost in the shuffle right now if he got called up real too soon, but eventually, yes, for sure. All right. Chairman Spears should have been drafted, though. Yes and no. I think there is something kind of like what Boston said. I think you could do something with him, but I think your primary purpose in bringing him back into the company was to have him in NXT, work with some younger talent. He provides a solid match, a solid framework, training experience. He has his own wrestling school. So I see why he didn't get called up. And like Boston said, there is a chance he could get lost in the shuffle on the main roster right now. So you're going Sean Spears. Ridge lost his first match, probably winning tonight. Still a weird storyline. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Richard. I'm not sure how to take this storyline. And I definitely, give Ridge win number 2. I think Athena has been Ring of Honor Women's Champion, has been Ring of Honor Women's Champion for over 600 days. Listen, I mean, at what point do you consider bringing Athena into your main roster? When do you consider using her in, on Dynamite? When does she get a bigger push? Does she just stay champion forever? Spears for the win. I never watched Ring of Honor in my life. Well, as a Honor Club member and a fan of Ring of Honor, I mean, the old classic Ring of Honor has some amazing shit, amazing matches. A lot of big names had gone through. You know, not many names that we talk about nowadays did not go through Ring of Honor. There's some exceptions. The current Ring of Honor, we did Ring of Honor live when it first came back, and Tony had all the promises of how he loves Ring of Honor and he's going to respect the history of Ring of Honor. But he broke his promise and we stopped watching. As we are back to the action, Spears in control. And the interesting thing about this matchup, folks, and you can let me know if you're confused by it at all, but to me, Spears working heel, Ridge working babyface, Ridge retired but didn't. I don't know. The reason I watch Ring of Honor is because of Athena and Billy Starks. Big fan of both. Absolutely. You know, out of those 6 people who got drafted from NXT, only 2 didn't earn a championship title match. I'll take your word for it, Malik. I really will. Sheeta was Athena's best chance to lose the belt, and Athena just beat her. Facts. Well, championship title, I should say. AEW's version of Ring of Honor is like WWE's version of ECW, just non-watchable and boring. Yeah, I kind of see where you're going with that. I mean, it's tough. And again, I think there's so much potential and so much opportunity for what you could do with Ring of Honor if you were Tony Khan. Put some really solid people in charge of it, let it work, build it up, make it sense, create a culture around Ring of Honor. I would even have Ring of Honor if you could, always do it at Daly's place. Always do it in one location. Something like that to get this NXT vibe. But TK's Ring of Honor should be a huge asterisk in the history of the company. 100%. Because he basically took it over for the library. Because he never really continued it. And again, when you're trying to run all the shit that Tony's running, how the fuck are you going to run Ring of Honor properly? ECW became NXT. Kind of, sort of, not really. CM Punk, Raven, Joe, Brian, Aries. Oh, yeah. List goes on and goes on and goes on. I mean, you talk about, I know you got Brian there, but KO, Sammy, the huge list of talent. And even some, a lot of the ones we still see, like the Briscoes and Matt Castles of the world. I was a huge fan of Ring of Honor. In Canada, you had to search it out. Like, you had to find it if you were going to watch it. And then we would randomly get it on like Fox at like in the afternoon on a Sunday. But at the end of the day, I mean, I loved Ring of Honor. I was excited that the idea that Ring of Honor was not going to go away. And then I was really disappointed that it stayed the way it did. Some things should just die, I guess. Oh, Ridge, Pancake, and Spears, by the way, looking for the finish, I think. Bear hug. Oh, backpack DDT. And Ridge Holland gets redemption. Straight up, decent match. Not a great match. Didn't really jump off the page, but not bad, not bad. I really do like that they allow him to stay Sean Spears with the same gimmick. He was rocking opposed to switching him back to Dillinger without Trips in charge. I don't see that happening. It wouldn't have happened without Trips. And again, I think that's one of the advantages of Triple H in the role he's in. He understands name value. He understands what he's trying to accomplish. Does that mean everybody will always get to keep their names? No. But some people have thought that the MFT thing is Jacob Fatu's new name. Oh, wait. I got Roxy yelling at Ava. Mad she didn't get drafted. At least WWE puts ECW in TV once a week. That more than AEW has done for Ring of Honor. Again, yeah, they found somewhere. It might not have been the best as far as how it worked out, but at least they found a home for it for sure. But Tony has a home for Ring of Honor. He just refuses to do it. And like I said earlier in this stream, I know a large contingent of AEW fans that only watch Dynamite and then tell everybody that AEW is the best program going. But if it was that good, if it was that must-see, you'd watch all their shows. But when your diehard fan base goes public and says, "Oh, I don't watch Collision, I don't watch Ring of Honor, I don't watch Rampage," then you're not doing well. Oh, we got Briggs talking to Ivar. There you go. Ivar saying he's not done with Oba. Briggs saying he wants Oba. Wesley's here. He wants Oba. Everybody wants a piece of Oba. Mark Briscoe could be watchable and Ring of Honor as well. Mark Briscoe, to me, should have been TNT champion, IC champion, something on the main card, on the main roster. I get they waited way too long to give him the Ring of Honor title, in my humble opinion. And in addition to that, again, I think Mark Briscoe's got personality. Again, I think that's what AEW lacks a lot is personality. They have a lot of good wrestlers that aren't great promos, aren't great storytellers. It was a glitch. Oh, I thought someone was fucking with me. We got an NXT QR code. We got the Final Testament AOP coming up next, by the way. And Paul Ellering cutting a promo. Giving me old school vibes. Roxy feeling underappreciated and not acknowledged. Fact. A lot of people thought she could be drafted. Where did you send it, my friend? We got a QR code, okay? I'll wait till Nick comes back, and then I will try and play around with this and see what it says. What does it say? What does it say? Prepare. Oh. Oh, so we're getting a hype package for Battleground, the next NXT pay-per-view. I like that they've already started building it up. We're going to get a ladder match for the new mid-card, the North American Women's title, folks. And I got about 92 people hanging out with me right now. What do you guys think of NXT implementing a mid-card women's title? I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Open. Got Axiom and Frazier for the win. Yeah, Dale, I'm with you. I think Axiom and Frazier take the W here. Okay. It leads to a video. More static. Okay. I'm gonna bring this over to y'all. So hold on tight. Okay, this is cryptic. We're back at this house. The creepy song. Boston, that's a stretch, but yeah, Scarlett is probably top 10. What did Boston say? I got to answer that. Scarlett is hands down the hottest woman employed by WWE. Is she even real? She's up there, my guy. Again, you're not wrong totally. She's close, if not exactly. I accept them. I accepted them. Oh, it's plural. I accepted them. I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I am talking about the latest QR code video. I'm going to see if I can get it up for you guys. Pause. Uncle Howdy shout out. There you go. There you go. I think that's the Uncle Howdy Wyatt compound. Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, no.
Speaking of compounds, I don't know.
Speaking of creepy songs, creepy songs.
Ew.
Now I got to blur that shit out. Way to go.
You started it.
Name who's. Yeah, no, we're not going to play that game. You guys can talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, everybody's got different strokes for different folks here, but
I'm like off the top of my head, really, she might be the number one.
You have that. But yeah, I was surprised that we got a howdy QR code during NXT. Now, is it an interesting note that it was right before the Final Testament comes out? Brawny the Strowman gets drafted and debuts on his own, but the Final Testament has a QR code come out before they show up.
Get it? Yeah, no, I mean, that's interesting that it's right before the Final Testament. I didn't even connect those dots. Did it just Bo Dallas takes over the Final Testament and Friends?
Oh, Dallas just takes over everything spooky.
I think so.
I am the spooky.
Right.
But they're very much going hard in the paint. Like you, I think, kind of initially cracked the code here with this a bit because, good old philosophy major and everything.
Philosophizer.
You're a philosopher and a pontificator and all of that. But to where the Black Crow has been very much the message, the visage for this whole version of leading, being the false imagery on the cave walls and everything like that. When before it was the White Rabbit, so you're getting that yin to that yang.
Yeah, different vibe and different. I mean, again, a lot of it's been about acceptance and coming together and this house and the door opening. Even this last message of like I accepted them, so implying there's multiple people. Yeah, I mean, it's really tough to kind of make sense of it all. But again, they're all little puzzle pieces. I know there's internet peeps out there that are going to be, figuring.
Oh, where was it? There was one that I saved earlier because there was even like when we got it on Raw to where there was people that went into the video file and found text and everything within the video file.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how intricate this has all been. So, and again, I think this is a little more subdued than the White Rabbit, just because we kind of have we had a feeling it was Bray, but we had no idea, and then there was mixed messages. This we kind of know what's happening, so it's got a slightly different vibe to it.
Yeah, but there's a unique vibe to it, which again, I'm still very glad that it's different, similar, and unique all at the same time here. It's enough that it scratches that kind of itch for you to where I want to just dig into every aspect of this and sit there and could watch a fucking 6-hour conspiracy video on every avenue this could go. But at the same time, you like that it's not just a rinse repeat of what has already been done. Like this feels new and refreshed, but still pays homage to what was before.
Yeah, very much so. And again, I think that was part of your concerns with the Wyatt is that it would be just a mimic or a repeat. And I think they're doing a very good job of it not being that.
So, for those who don't know, again, this is delving into the Twitterverses of Twitterverses here. So if you go into the code from the video that they showed on Monday, there's random fucking text in there that says, I'm going to try and pronounce this right. Don't fucking hold me across to this. Of Omnis Finis Principio, which if you translate from Latin to English, translates to every end is from the beginning.
Yeah. So, yeah. Again, still cryptic as fuck. But
yeah, again, but I like that there's so many, there's layers upon layers upon layers. Like we've talked about layers for fucking 2 years now at this point on this stream.
Right.
So,
yeah, I think for me, again, a lot of talk about the ends and the beginnings, and obviously the story they're telling of, the Bray Wyatt's end is kind of the beginning of this story. His passing is, and how it affected Bo is what's kind of carried him into this next story. So yeah, I'm definitely intrigued by it. Because I got AOP kicking the shit out of Axiom, by the way, guys.
Yeah. I have finally bell ring here as I'm assuming Razor taking on Nathan Frazier. I can't tell which one's
Oh, yes.
Akam and which one's Razor.
That's okay.
Rochambeau to tell me which one's which.
It's perfectly okay.
Casey, Dexter, Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, and Eric Rowan. Well, that's the thing is, did it also not air during a Gacy segment?
Did it?
Initially, I was on a pause, so
I had not seen Gacy on this show, so if I missed Gacy,
no, it was fuck. That's actually valid. It was Dillinger, Spencer. Yeah.
Maybe that's like the spooky writing and shit is, you know,
the chairman.
Yeah, they got the chairman of the family.
But we've got Akam and Razor, the AOP right now, taking on Nathan Frazier and Axiom for the NXT tag team titles. And now with Final Testament getting drafted and getting moving on up, do we see them winning, the NXT titles?
No, I think the Street Profits might have something to do with this, which is still kind of odd because I don't believe they're going to be on the same show. So curious.
Makes me worry.
AOP whooping ass. Whooping. Okay, let me. I'm gonna play this real quick, folks. The match is still going on, but we'll see how this goes. There's the Blackbird, the house. So is that like the Wyatt? Like, is that Abigail's house? What are we saying here?
Well, that's the White House out there in the swamp. That's new.
Yeah, the compound. They were broken.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Ah, fuck no, don't do that.
I didn't fix them. I accepted them. Fair enough. Now, could it be implying like heartbroken, the people that were like Redbeard, of course, Braun, like, Alexa, all these people that were broken by the loss of Bray Wyatt. I don't know what that said at the very end there, but
it said they opened the door in just like 80,000 times over.
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I thought I was going to play over the video. But yeah, no. So again, this is just the beginning that I cut off the first time. So again, notes. I don't know what to make of it, but that's the gist of it, folks.
I like that it's kind of the whole, found footage stuff and everything like that. It's very interesting. It's got, the familiarity but unsettling vibe. I can't remember what that's exactly called. I know that there's an actual sensation for that of like to where shit feels familiar but is still unsettling. I might just be talking to my ass, but I don't know.
I'm sure there is. I'm just trying to connect it.
Fair enough. Well, no, I was just saying, even with all of that, like it's interesting because I feel like if you go back and through with all of Bray's stuff, he was trying to teach, he was trying to fix everybody, and now if this one's, I didn't fix them, I just accepted them. So now you're accepting all the broken pieces, everything like that, versus Bray was out there trying to teach everybody. I will learn you. Just follow the buzzard.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Again, I don't know how it all. I'm sure people out there are going to have some answers. Hey, I screenshotted the symbol. What does it look like? Is it the same one? Like the I think it's
like the weird print symbol.
Yeah, I thought it was like the symbol for Venus. I think it is.
Purple rain, purple rain.
Love it.
The Dallas formerly known as that's what that is.
Right. Follow the buzzards and the nightbird. There you go.
I still keep thinking always though constantly of Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
I'm broken by Pantera, says Scott for the Wyatt 6.
I'm broken.
Yeah,
that's a hardcore fucking theme to have. I mean,
right?
It would fit with Wyatt using what was it? Code Orange?
Right?
No, that was Malachi. Sorry.
I mean, I don't get me wrong. Dexter Loomis will make a great addition to the White Six, so the KJ6. But I just don't see the picture. Yeah, I don't know, and I know people are speculating it could be Dexter because Dexter had a creepy gimmick. But only time will tell. I don't know if it will be Dexter or not. I'd be okay with it, but I don't know.
I like this. This one got me. Reminds me of the intro to True Blood. I'm gonna do bad things to you.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's very interesting because, like I said, I'm just really glad. And what makes me really happy and really excited for this is it feels like it's got a new vibe to it. Like it's a continuity, carryover versus a tribute band. Like I don't want to see, Biscuit Limp. That's the cover band for Limp Biscuit type shit. Like, no, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
This feels like, all right, so how can we still try and carry on this shit?
Yeah,
do it differently.
Yeah, give me the Foo Fighters after Nirvana. Give me, the Dave Grohl told a whole new story after he left the band after Kurt passed away. It wasn't just we're going to go out and do Nirvana songs for the next 25 years.
Right.
Dave was like, no, I got this, and gave us something new. Wasn't the same vibe. At times it could be, but at the end of the day, it was successful and it was different, and it was, part of it is stemming from the homage to your old friend that you lost. But it's
respectfully give me, well, that's a perfect way to put it. I was just gonna say, respectfully give me Ozzy after Black Sabbath. But yeah, the way you kind of put it, it's like perfect. Chef kiss.
Native Ranger
Foo Fighters song. Sorry.
Yeah. What?
I said I'm just now thinking of Foo Fighters songs. That's all that's playing in my head right now.
Let's go. Dexter has been on TV for a long time. Has been off TV for a long time. And like Nikki Cross missed the draft pool, they must be saving them for something, perhaps. Or maybe we get, Dexter Loomis is no longer in the company.
I was gonna say, well, Nikki's out there collecting more degrees than fucking Avengers here.
Yeah.
We're literally getting Knotman and Robin thrown into each other to break up this match here. Literally, I'm gonna beat you with your own partner. Like, he's gonna turn on me. No, I'm gonna physically just swing him at you so it hurts you.
Right. I'm gonna use this man as a weapon.
Right.
As it's been all AOP.
I mean, it kind of makes sense. You have two that are literally like 4 times the size of the other two.
Yeah, this is how you do a big guy versus little guy match. They're not equals for 15 minutes. The little guys have to find a way to overcome.
Right.
Woo, Nick. 1-1, 2 minutes to go in the Leaf game. I'm getting nervous.
Now,
season on the line.
Oh! Step up in Zagura, I was going to say, I believe it was Razor who just kind of did the Dragon League kind of spot of just tumbled out of the over the top rope there. Did you see that? I think we missed that on SmackDown to where Austin Theory set up the rope so where Dragon League just went flying out the fucking ring.
Right? Yes.
But no, that's what I was going to ask you. How are you feeling with not having Austin Matthews out for the game? There's no crying in baseball. There's no sick games in hockey. My MVP of our fantasy hockey league, but Austin Matthews, a no-go, a no-show for the Maple Leafs in win or go home game.
And there it is. Sorry, Nick. Sorry. We got the win.
We got
the win. It's a roll up.
How did you still end up ahead of me?
I don't know what happened.
We're towards the end of the show. You can find
New Catch Republic shows up with the assist.
What's up, super kick. Roll up. 1, 2, 3. Barely a three,
which is okay. Now I guess we're setting up something between the Quarter Pound Republic and actually that's a different team. The New Catch Republic.
New Catch and Final Testament because fuck.
Things
that make you go brr.
Yeah, we still got a main event to go. But still, your tag champions in NXT is not Man and Robin with the W.
Well, you knew they were going to win. It was just a matter of how. And I mean, that's a way to do it. It's not a
I'm
good
okay
way,
with it.
but it's a way.
Yeah, I think so. And like as Richard explains, AOP beat the shit out of Beaten Dunn on Friday, so they get their revenge. They're both going to be on Raw because New Catch Republic did get drafted over to the other brand. So should set up something.
Right. Yeah. Sorry. Dia's out here just crying like a drunk chick that just got told she has to leave the bar before it closed. Why did she do that to me?
Oh, Jesus Christ. And we are going to overtime in Boston.
Oh.
Whew.
Someone get the fucking defibrillators ready here.
Right. You asked me
we
about
ain't
Matthews.
going until this hockey game ends.
It's so hard to say about Matthews. Again, I grew up in a, you fight through everything. If you're sick, I don't know because they won't tell us the extent of what's keeping him out. If he had the sniffles, I think a lot of people are going to be very disappointed. But if he's legitimately tweaked something, it's so weird though. He missed, I think, 2 games all year. And he's sitting out tonight. Nylander missed no games this year, missed the first 3 games of the series. Again, the Leafs are like the Buffalo Bills. Just whatever bad luck you can give us, shove it right up our anyway. We don't win.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting the locker room clearing. The ropes are coming down.
Yeah, but even Fallon's still kind of upset with Kalani, all of that. So yeah. But the Toronto Maple Leafs are 100%. Sorry if I cut you off, but the Toronto Maple Leafs are 100% the Buffalo Bills of the NHL.
Just when you think they have it, they find a way not to.
And your Kansas City Chiefs are the Boston Bruins. And I will say, even though I live in New England, I do not claim the Boston Bruins. I do not have a hockey team association. I feel like I have to be an honorary Maple Leaf fan because you kind of halfway adopted the Bills. Or you just like to cheer at the teams facing the Bills.
No, I got behind the Bills a little bit this year, especially when I started scooping up their players for fantasy.
Yeah, you had James Cook and all of that for fantasy as we're in commercial break. But yeah, it's interesting, and I will ask you this as we're going halfway off topic because we're in commercial break. Is Austin Matthews like the Kevin Durant of the NHL?
Oh.
Hot take, my guy. Hot take.
In some of the ways, as far as all the talent they have, he's not having a bad career. Fuck, he scored 69 goals this year.
Nice.
But you're like, can you just get over that hump to be that neck? Like you see what other superstars have done, and you're just like, can you take the team on your back and just carry it? But he doesn't have that kind of, a little bit. I see what you're saying.
Well, and no. Side question here: is he more Kevin Durant or is he LeBron James? If you said he's been this guy that's been the prospect, the guy, the face of the league, fucking crushes all the stats and everything, but when it comes to nut up or shut up time,
but LeBron James got his
rings. Does he disappear?
Yeah, but Braun's got his rings. That's the thing. So that's the interesting story here is that
fair. I'll give you that.
Have to win something to kind of hit that one.
Well, he got one, but he also had to have what Toronto has in an all-star fucking lineup, or what you had with Tavares, etc. Of when KD was out there with Steph Curry and Clay and Golden State, and then this don't work for me, dog.
Right. Nylander has been non-existent. I mean, he came back last game. It's hard to come in the middle of a series. And I give the guy credit. I mean, at least he showed some fire and some jam. What I've seen tonight, I've been a little distracted by you guys in NXT. I mean, again, it's Boston. The team as a whole has been non-existent because Boston seems to be their fucking kryptonite. So I don't know what to tell you.
Welcome to Buffalo playing Kansas City. Yeah. I was going to say, I'm so sorry we got in the way of your hockey games.
Yeah, what the fuck? Some people out there are like,
well, Brom out here saying Kevin Durant is a bust. No, he's not clutch. There's something about him. Yeah. He's got a certain stank, a certain aura, what have you, of just can't get it done.
Right. Yeah, and I mean that's kind of been everybody that's come through the Leafs. Like even big names, if you go back, like Sundin was a great hockey player, an all-star, and they never found a way to get to the finals with that guy at the helm. They've had guys like that before, and it's just
Kessel.
Kessel's different. Kessel Kessel's a great additional
Kessel's a
guy.
mercenary.
Yeah, they made him the captain, and it was the biggest fucking mistake ever. Yeah, it was just that when all
Well,
signed
no,
up.
that's fair enough. Well, because Brown was talking about Kevin Durant, but I can see the comparisons. And now that I'll ask you this, and I say this from a cursed franchise, is it the franchise? Because I feel like at
Yeah.
times it might be the franchise.
Mhm. Yeah, a lot of people have discussed, especially this year, just the culture and how they go about their business and da 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 da. In the past, definitely, at one point we were owned by the teachers union. Like it was never a good situation.
You
It's
were the
not the
Green Bay
case anymore.
Packers of the NHL.
Yeah, essentially, right? So yeah, I mean, a little frustrating from a fan base. Now we've had about 10 years of Shanahan in charge and the new people in charge. Now we're getting a new president in Richard Petty. So we'll see if they do not find a way to get back and win this series, there's going to be big changes in Toronto.
Fair enough. Well, I feel like they've tried big changes and then they do big changes, and still the big changes don't matter or work.
This again, every rendition of the team has always found a way. Like even probably their best year, their closest year, Wayne Gretzky clipped somebody in the eyebrow with a fucking stick. Gilmore.
So you think that's was their best year, not
That was their
President's
closest chance in my
Trophy?
lifetime. That was their
Well,
best.
not your President's Trophy should have dominated, and then you ran into your kryptonite.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, I think as far as a solid run and a team that you believed in, I think that team started off the year like 13-0 and then just rolled. Going to game 7 against LA, one game away from the finals. That was the best run I've witnessed as a Leaf fan in my life.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, Vince and add LeBron James to that list. Nah, you put some respect on the King's name.
Right.
And
You just said he sucked.
no, I'm a huge LeBron James fan. I was more of just trying to help you. I was helping with the copium. Indeed, Scott Natty's jumped the shark on Sergio Upset. Yeah, she floats. She's the boat, and
We got kitties on the screen.
Bro, if I see a black couch, I swear to God, I'm running the other way.
There's a black couch and 2 black cats, and
no, there's a casting couch.
Real Paradise.
Bro, what the shit is going on with this? Like,
okay, KJ, more enjoyable movie. Slapshot is Strange Brew. Strange Brew is better than Slapshot. I don't know. No, Slapshot's near and dear to my heart.
I'll take Strange Brew just to be difficult then.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm okay with that. I probably recite half a fucking Slapshot just sitting here right now.
I don't know anything about hockey, but 69 goals. Nice.
Scoring 69 times.
Wrestling 100, yeah.
Oh shit. Next week, Wesley, Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs? Yeah.
There you go. Booker T got laid out here, though. They're cutting to the commentary team for the first time.
See, look. Sorry, Nick. Trick Williams on the Supernova sessions next week. So I have a feeling we're going to get Noam Dar versus Trick Williams at Battleground. As the main event.
Interessante. But now, do you start to sow the seeds of, I know people didn't want it, but to where Lash Legend is there with Trick?
Say that last part again.
To where Lash Legend is there with Trick. I know people didn't want it, but
I'm okay with it. Let's see what happens. But again,
what the why would bring up a women's combine? Sorry.
Oh, Noam Dar
on dash and shit.
Is that like the NIL shit?
No, I don't know. They just randomly brought it up. But so we're about to get NXT Underground. So no counts, no pinfalls. One way to win it, or the only way to win is by TKO or submission. And it panned out.
Right. Next week is taped. I did not know that. Yeah, Nick, I think that Noam Dar on paper isn't the most difficult of challengers for Trick, but Noam does come with metaphor and some intangibles that make it a little more of a closer battle than you would assume.
Bro, I respect and agree with everything you just said. Lola out here, colors heavy prevalent on NXT tonight with the women. Little interesting. I mean,
big fan.
Do something strange for a little piece of change. Yeah, but at the same time, she's straight coming out here like all she's missing is the fucking like 6-ounce gloves and the fucking octagon around her. And this is literally she's out here competing, on a prelim. She's out here just to spark a bitch out. But meanwhile, Natalia looks like, Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Lights down. We're setting up the main event. I'm taking Lola.
Oh, but there's Alicia Taylor. So everybody, like I was talking about before with the ring announcers, we were wrong, bro. They're giving her the Fink treatment of they're bringing down the greatest match ever shit.
Yeah.
Why do they have 2 mics for one person?
Who cares? Lola's on screen.
Bro, she's got the fucking heart shit into the side of her hair, even with the braids and everything.
Right. Nothing wrong with a good love story, Malik. Don't shoot it down. Come on now.
Absolutely.
Who will be a big challenge for Trick Williams?
Oh, Buffet me.
2 Bell Oba.
Shit, he could just drop that other one and just say, I'm going for that one.
Right. Shayna and Lola make a better tag team than Zoe does with Shayna. I don't know about that. I don't mind Zoe.
But I'm digging Zoe.
NXT Underground off and running. And both women out of the ring already. Oh, Natty swinging.
Me refreshing.
Lola for the win. I remember when Noam had a storyline with Alicia Fox spelling on 205. Do you remember that? Absolutely. Yes.
I don't. I'm not saying it didn't happen. There's a lot of Alicia Fox's career I don't remember.
He was like the Scottish lover.
Oh, yes, it's ladies' night.
Do I make you honey?
Mo.
Lola Vice, Lola Sword Lady. Lola is, oh shit. Lola is how Ronda should have been presented from the start. Yeah, but Lola has something that Ronda doesn't, a personality.
Facts. Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that.
Ooh, sorry,
I was about to say Ronda's just a bitter bitch that just put out a book that wants to sell books. So I'm gonna say whatever salacious shit I can, and no one thinks I'm relevant enough to give a fuck to try and counteract me.
Oh, I think Natty's got a heel hook. Sorry, Nick.
No, you're good.
Lola Vice about to dog walk Natalia for reals. Yeah.
That's like I said this respectfully. I understand the dungeons looked at in the vein of, looked at as, the epicenter of like tough stretch 'em in pro wrestling, everything. Lola's an actual former MMA fighter. Like she's about to this is if Conor McGregor was in NXT Underground versus CM Punk. He's about to just beat the fucking ever-loving bullshit out of this.
Right. Lola Vice for the W. Maddie Rukrowski is in the house. Wallace for the win.
No Gromit?
Yeah, what is up with that? What is happening, John?
Right?
As we're going to commercial break. I imagine that's the final one of the night.
I would assume.
Vance says, son of a bitch, watching choke to get. They didn't choke. They didn't choke again. They're at the end of their line. They were lucky to get in. They got in
Wait,
by the.
has it ended?
What do you mean?
The playoffs, the game. That's
No,
Washington.
Washington took a beating.
Ole was a guy that got me back into watching hockey. Like I was Mike Modano, Brett Hull, Ed Belfour, all of that, Patrick Waugh, Forsberg, Sakic. Like that's my fucking era of hockey and everything. And then Ovi showed up and I became an instant Ovi fan. So, and I know he's in the fucking twilight of his career. Like he's even more in the twilight than Crosby is, I'd say.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I mean, again, like I don't want to be contradictory, Vance, but give them some credit. They had to win like a bunch of games in a row just to squeeze in. They knocked Detroit out on the last day of the season. Nobody had high expectations, and the Rangers were the President's Trophy. I know Christian. I don't know if Christian's in the chat tonight, but you remind us the Rangers are doing good.
Well, there's also the curse of the President's Trophy of, if you do good in the regular season, you will suck ass in the postseason.
Listen, a lot of people say that the Stanley Cup is the hardest trophy of the major sports to actually win. And if you look at how playoffs are structured, it really is a fucking nightmare to try and win. You could be the best team in the league, and you got to go to war for 7 games against a team. You got problems.
I think that holds water because, as we're in commercial break, by the way, but I think that holds water because of the physical demand. Yeah. And I'm not saying I was ever a fucking pro baseball player, but they play a longer season. But it's baseball. Like you ain't sitting there getting checked into the boards and shit that every fucking play you're not taking a puck to the face and shit like that. So yeah.
No. Axiom and Nathan Frazier won. Yes, they did. Michael Harper. We are in commercial break, folks, and then we will be back into the main event. NXT Underground, Natty versus Lola Vice in basically a blood sport style match. No ropes. Wrestlers around the ring. MMA stylish hybrid wrestling match going on in the main event of Spring Breakin' 2 tonight. Don't forget, hit like and subscribe. Be a part of the family. Be a part of all the shows. Join the chat. Join the Wrestling Utopia and get the no.
And get it. That's a terrible way to end that segment.
Sorry, they almost scored.
Get that no.
There you go.
No.
We are back to the action. Natty kicking Lola out on the floor.
Now, is it interesting with, the kind of dark, ominous lighting and everything here? It's like, I'm waiting for, Redman to pop out here and want to get dirty.
I was going to be like, I'll be dead.
Right.
Oh, Natty down on the table.
Rolling back into the ring here.
It's quite dark. What's going on
It's
here?
A little seductive.
NHL, MLB, different MLB, longer season, plus playoffs drag. Yeah, and again, like football, again, it's not easy to win the Super Bowl, but you get your one-offs, right? Like, if you're the better team on it. Oh, no. If you're the better team,
you get the advantage of you get a bye week and everything like that. Like, I agree with you. Like, I understand baseball, longer season, but there's been 10,000 different rules and there's no salary cap. The NHL has,
but
it's the in between them.
It's that grind that you have to win 4 games in 4 series. Like, you cannot win the cup without winning 16 hockey games. That is
it's like the NBA. Just you get constantly just smashing at the boards and hit with a stick and shit like that.
Oh, yes. Sorry,
Lola wins. I don't even know.
Let's fucking go. All right, Lola's still good,
boys.
I got the Leafs winning and Lola on my TV. I'm in happy overload.
Toronto take off elimination for one more evening.
Let's fucking go. I think Nye's got it. People are like, what did we tune into?
This is so this looks like a lo-fi video because as you got the fireworks popping here, but I have Lola in a head triangle as she's throwing elbows, damn near almost in sync with the crowd, like the wrestlers at ringside smacking the mat and everything. So it's like, like everyone's insane. I'm like, I'm on too many vitamins to watch this.
Natty's in half guard or full guard. full guard. Thought she had the leg there for a second.
Oh, she's got a full guard on here, but hey, let's go Leafs of now game 7, home or away.
Well, we're going to game 6 back home, and we haven't won a home game in 6 playoff attempts. So
that's what I was wondering, though. You need a big home win, and then it's on the road.
Game 7 on the road. Fuck. But they changed.
Oh, that's a fucking. This literally looks like some Mortal Kombat shit.
Yeah. Oh.
They literally cut to Lola in her face as she's sitting there wrenching back on a fucking guillotine. And then you swear to this woman had black eyes. Not like she got punched there, but she's got black eyes. She got black pupils.
As Natty slides out of the ring, holding on to. Oh, that's one way to end it. They tell me Natty's not making Lola look like a fucking star right now.
Tell me this don't look like a burlesque show. Like, I feel like the lights are dim low for a certain reason out here.
No, AJ, Boston leads the series 3-2. The Leafs have to win 3 straight to get back into it. So tonight, their lives were on the line. The big win tonight gets it back to 3-2. So there you go.
Right. Oh, what is this supposed to be?
But I like the catty shit in between moves. As Natalya doing, around the ring. Yes.
But now you get Petrovich out here with the rear naked on Shayna, and they're bumping into each other and everything.
Oh. Carmen causes the break.
Yeah, but they're going to give Natty this fucking win, and I don't think so. It. Sharpshooter.
No way.
Shayna, just choke a bitch out. Sorry.
This match is fantastic. I'm with you, Ringsider. The energy.
She blocks the head kick, and she's going to go into the sharpshooter. I'm telling you now. Rolls through with the sharpshooter. There's nowhere to go. There's no ropes to break. The crowd's the wrestlers at ringside are losing their goddamn mind. Now if she grabs one of them, does that? Oh yeah, she literally started trying to do that. Just can I grab anybody and everybody?
Help me!
Help me to help you! Help me to help you!
Come on, Lola, not like this.
Not this way. Not this way. If she taps, this is what you get. This is a soul for a soul. The Leafs win and Lola lost. Oh, and Shayna's choking out the Kata Hajime on Petrovich out here. So you either give it up or I'm giving it up.
Yeah, no, that's it. Let's go. Lola's not losing this shit.
Like I said, if she was about to be a soul for a soul, your Leafs can win, but she loses.
No, Ruka was on earlier, bro. We had Soul already.
Well, no, she's the Soul Snatcher. I see what you did there.
One of my favorite move names ever. The Soul Snatcher.
Sounds like a fucking search tab on a black and orange website.
I think I've fallen into a few of those.
Right. So Lola picks up the win due to referee stoppage because of just elbows.
Yeah, pouring the elbows down. Referee stoppage.
I like Lola, but can you have a personality outside of you just shake your ass? I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it.
A personality outside of her shaking her ass?
That's the vast majority, though.
No, that's a perk. That's a benefit. That's the cherry on top of this beautiful package. Are you kidding me? As Natty and Shayna are now fighting. But are you kidding me? This woman literally, she has all the caliente. She is fucking bringing it. She's got personality.
I think you just like caliente. You're out here fucking ordering Taco Bell just so you can say hi to the fucking girl at the drive-thru.
And then when she's done kicking ass, because she can legitimately kick ass, she gets a little dance on. Well, what more do you want? I'm with it. You just watched all that and said all this woman is an ass shake.
I know how to poke the bear. I know how to poke the bear.
You did not watch any of this shit. Oh,
I know how to poke the bear. As Roxanne's out here with Ava, and what in the Michael Scott is fucking Ava's desk out here? Between two ferns is what we're having for Ava Reigns' desk. She gets a corner of an office. What the fuck is that bow on Chelsea Green? Jesus, tap dancing, Christ, what the fuck?
There's a gift to unwrap.
Matt Cardona, you lucky son of a bitch, you. So we're setting up Chelsea Green versus Roxanne Perez for the NXT Women's Championship.
Babyface Chelsea as well. Still annoying, but more playful.
I think you also had it to where that when they left Raw to where Pierce is out there and it was part of their draft like package and everything.
Yeah, I thought that was
of issues with management. Pierce is out there taking a picture with the two of them saying, don't be sad that it ended, just smile that it happened.
I thought that was great. And again, I think Pierce, Chelsea, there's several others have really used social media to their advantage. And Chelsea's one of them. She made a comment right as they went off air going, I think I'm going to like it here. So I wonder how permanent this is of a move, being that she was just drafted to SmackDown.
Very interesting. Well, if she wins the title, it's a bit more of a permanent move, but that's very interesting.
Right. Personally, after last week's Dynamite, I won't blame you if you take tomorrow off. Listen, Philip, we don't take any nights off. If there's a wrestling show that we got to cover, we will be here. Because the good news about that, Philip, is the wrestling might suck. We never do.
Absolutely. That's why I see about 85 people kicking us right now as NXT has gone off the air.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can still get this to triple digits as we're talking about the post breakdown, and we can go into the Maple Leafs breakdown too as well.
Right. Now, folks, if you are new here, we take a rating out of 10 at the end of every show. We always want to know what the fans think of the show. We'll give our 2 cents as well. And I mean, let us know. If you're shy, you don't like to say too much in the chat, just drop a number. Well, that's all. We won't judge you. We'll just, maybe pick it apart a little.
we'll comment on it, but we still love you. We still love you.
Roxanne for Chelsea Green. I'm in for it. 8 out of 10 says Vance. Hopefully next week's main event will be much better. What was wrong with tonight's main event? That was fun as shit.
Yeah, like what's there to bitch about?
If you are like an AEW fan who's like, this is the real wrestling, this match should have tickled your fancy. Because of no rules, shit's everywhere, no ropes. Like, yeah, it was just a fight.
Because it didn't have the magical 3 letters in front of it, so it's bad.
But I thought it was a good main event. I really did. Anthony jumped in, said the same thing. I know you were enjoying it. Plus, a lot happened in a few moments there for me.
Well, and AGH3, we don't have to click on it, but even saying that was the best underground match they've had. I would say this one and the Eddie Thorpe one that they did before this, they've actually starting to figure out how to do this and how to do this well.
Yeah. And I think it was great. I agree with you. That last one was good as well. So Roxanne has no women in her division. Yeah, it's a very interesting influx time for this. Blair's leaving. You got to build up Gigi. Ariana Grace is still building up. Lola, Fallon. Fallon's got a good shout, but they just kind of made her heelish, so that will be interesting. Thea got a big win. Could Thea go after Roxy? I hope not.
Yeah, well, sorry, this popped me too. At least we got, if my mouse will work, we've at least got one of them on here on screen, but there have to be 5 Canadian destroyers for Nate to be fan to like it.
Yeah, well, just a big bow. She's a walking gift.
Her presence is the gift we all need.
Vice cheated. Yeah, she had some help. Chelsea Green is impressed.
How do you cheat in an ODQ match?
Yeah, I mean, I will say, like, when Shayna jumped in and got involved in the actual, I didn't love that, I like what she did at the end a lot, though. I thought it was well played. Of like, I'm going to choke your friend out. All right.
Yeah, but that's the thing is, I think you don't introduce having trainers, friends, what have you at
And they do
ringside
nothing.
unless you're going to use them. So you're going to use them.
Right. 8 out of 10 from Dale, 8 from Eric, 8 from Damien. It's a lot of 8s in the house. We're going all types of 8. Good point, KJ. What the hell is going on? What's going on? 6 out of 10. I have no idea. 6 out of 10. Boston just does not like NXT. Facts. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Sandman, 8. Nick, where are you at with this? Because 8, 7, 8.25. Knicks blew it. They suck anyway. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10.
Why you gotta ask me my opinion and then say Knicks blew it and everything?
Nick, what do you think? Knicks blew it.
Right, yeah, I get that. Well, I ain't gonna blow it, but I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. I'm thinking 7 all the way.
The Thea Hale stuff lost me. I like that's the thing is the Oba Ivar match was great. I
Yeah,
like that we got Wesley back. Let's not forget about that happening.
yeah,
The Thea Hale JCJ match was until Fallon turned. Like there was a spot in that was not exactly a full fucking pothole, but at least a divot. So
yeah.
I'll say 7.
Yeah, 7 seems fair. I'm kind of in there with the 7. I'm gonna go with John C a little bit though. I'll give it 0.5 just because Lola got a nice dub, and I'm gonna
Because the Leafs.
and the Leafs win in overtime during the main event. So I'm a little overjoyed. So I will give up a half a point bonus to NXT tonight. Yeah, I mean,
Man literally saw the best of times and the worst of times about to happen right before his eyes and just got lucky that
oh,
the best happened.
dude, they were that close to losing, that close, and they went the other way. I was like, fuck my life, I'm gonna
But
lose.
that's the thing though, is it was literally both of them.
Right.
So it would have been double dip, honey dip. You would have been out here. This is a fucking 4 show. Why the
Right.
fuck are we even here?
Mhm. Correct. NXT is not my cup of tea. And I'm with you. Like, I mean, I have my indifferences with NXT as well, Boston. I mean, again, I got to give credit where it was due. I did enjoy the main event. I thought the tag match was good for what it was. And again, 7.5 seems fair. I'll go 7. 8.7 out of 10. Started a trend.
Yeah, no, I still 7, like I said. There was a lot good, but there was also a fair amount of misses with tonight, or not like terrible misses, but you're shooting kind of into the far off side of the bullseye here.
Yeah, just some again, it's kind of the give and take of the show of like if you just wouldn't have done Spears Ridge thing did nothing for me. Like talking back of the things that happened tonight. Like I don't
Right.
get it. Ridge picked up the W, or we're gonna have a third match. Completely uninvested in these two gentlemen right now.
Yeah, well, and shit, hey, we got a QR code though. So does that might halfway justify your half point too as well. We got a QR code.
I like that the QR code was on NXT. You want to make, you want people to know that shit can happen on any of these shows at any given time. Nobody was expecting the Street Profits tonight. Nobody was expecting Chelsea Green to show up. So I like what they're doing here, and again, they're neck and neck number wise with the flagship of their competition.
Yeah, it's amazing how one company makes every show can't miss, and the other company makes every show miss.
They try and make it can't miss, and they do.
That's what the fuck they do is they just miss.
Just miss. 7 out of 10 says 123 kid. NXT was solid 6.2 for me, but you guys are always at 10. Michael, we appreciate it. We appreciate the love. We are gonna throw up last call for alcohol tonight. Get your final comments, your final thoughts, and your goodbyes into the chat. We'll click on the last couple here as Nick and I shut her down. We get ready for the rest of the week. But yeah, not bad. Spring Breakin' night 1 and night 2. I think if you took Spring Breakin' and it was one show unto itself, a really, really good job with Spring Breakin'. New champions, a little bit of twists and turns, a couple stipulation matches. I think overall Spring Breakin' is a pretty good success.
I will Fair enough. And I'm glad you went that route with it, because I will ask you and I will ask the audience and everything like that. Do you prefer that this was a 2-night, 2-week event, or would you have rather this been like a takeover, a pay-per-view, what have you?
I don't mind it. I think because then again, you did get Trick Williams. I mean, it could have been a pay-per-view. It really could have.
You would have really had to shuffle some shit around, and
Yeah,
you
you
would
would
have
have
had to
dropped a
trim
couple
some
things.
shit and save some shit for the next week of TV and everything. But yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't mind it. I like doing this, like these specialty shows, and they kind of do it over 2 weeks. And we've seen it at times where 1 week kind of really sucks. I think they did a really good job. There was important stuff on both these shows. And again, when people talk about the booking of a women's division, I rival anybody to find somebody out there that believes NXT is not booking their women better than any other company, including the one they're in.
They're 100% more prominently featured, and we even got announced tonight that we're going to get a 6-woman tag or a ladder match to declare the new NXT Women's North American Champion. But yeah,
Right.
I like that we had the break in between, because you would have lost some stuff, and it's interesting to see like the carryover from night 1 that affects night 2 and all of that. So yeah.
Right. Stoner Jesus saying, have a good night, everybody. Last but not least on the click-in, if you wanted one night spring break-in, cut out the Ridge Spears match, the family 6-man tag, and the Soul Blair match. And yeah, there you go. You clean it up. You got one show. But hey, I mean, they're trying to give us all the things. We'll take it.
Absolutely. Well, like they nailed it being a 2-week special, I will say that.
Yeah, I don't mind at all. All right, last one. Instead of doing the mid mellow and trick main event at Stand and Deliver and another match with Dragunov and Tony, the Tiger, they could have had those 2 matches in the pay-per-view. But then again, yes, you're right. But now they sell us on 2 weeks of watching with 2 really good kind of moments for the actual brand and the actual weekly show. I get it. It's a valid argument. It probably could have been switched out.
Well, it's that I think that shows to the strength of everything all around, is that they could have gone either way, and either way is a good option.
Yeah,
I think that they chose the better and safer option, because we did get that big trick moment after he won the belt and everything like
yeah.
that. But you could also make the same case, if you really wanted to, of it being a solo pay-per-view.
Absolutely, absolutely. But ladies and gentlemen, that is NXT tonight. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching me freak out about the Leafs. But yeah, we got lots going on. We're back at it tomorrow. We're back at it Thursday. We're back at it Friday, Saturday. We're got all the things going. Remember, Backlash is a brunch with the boys, 11:30 a.m. Eastern time Saturday. We will be here, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We hope. But lots going on. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, share. Please share. Let people know about the Wrestling for Life Network. And don't forget, you can check us out on all our socials down below. Be a friend, tell a friend, and meet me on the beach, man.
Captain Ron over there. But our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. When you're talking about that wrestling, you better put that for life with it. It's all love and peace, but chicken grease.
Congratulations, Lola and the Leafs. Let's go. See you on the flip side. Good night.